Hello, Beth. Wow, first one in. You're rocking it, girl. How are you? I runs and steals all the cookies and coffee. Yes, I should make some coffee. Yes, I should. I've had two so far. How you doing, Beth? How are you doing? Mattman, hello. Hey, Miss Mayhem. Hello, Mattman. Welcome in, everybody. Give me a thumbs up, please, guys. Thank you. So I decided I'd do a live. How's everybody? Come on in. Give me a thumbs up. Happy Friday to you as well, Matt. Happy Friday. Hope you are well. Yes, I am. I'm having a problem with my freaking email box. I don't know what's going on. I'm not tech savvy. And the more I read, the more I get confused. Yeah. It's basically putting junk in my inbox and nothing is going in my inbox. I'm not even receiving emails, which is not good because, I'm expecting stuff. Oh, yes, I am well. I am good, thanks. Just tired or up since 5 a.m. Thumbs up and heart sent. Thank you. I've been up since 6. Hey, Beth from Mattman. Beth says, hey, Mattman, share me out, guys. I didn't message anybody to let them know I'm going live. So, yeah, I know. It's just I'm not tech savvy. So I don't know what's going on. My friend's been emailing me. I'm not getting it. So I thought, okay, maybe I'm signed in. No, it's not that because it's the right email. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is going on? Every time they do updates, everything gets messed up. Nice to meet you, Beth. Yes, Beth is wonderful. Yes, yes, we are going to drop links in here, guys. Yes, we are. Going to share yous out. I was just watching a vid from young Niaz. He's getting ready for his prom. I want to talk a little bit about, as soon as we get enough people in here, about the 5 souls that were lost. And some information about who owns the company and that sort of thing. I ain't tech savvy. I just ask the kids to help. Yeah, mine are busy. And they're not actually, don't even know. I've tried. I've asked them. They're like, I don't know. So I'm not getting emails in the inbox. I'm getting junk, which is weird. Um, so yeah, my friend tried to email me and it's not going through. It's been 2 days. It's like, what the F is going on? Hello, Chris Miller. How are you, sir? Great to see you. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Come on in. I got 4 people in the house. 3 thumbs up. Good to see everybody. Hi, Hannah. Hey, Maja. Oh, you changed your name from Dodgers to Hannah. That's cool. Okay, yeah, because we all know you as Hannah. Very good. Share me out, Hannah. Let everybody know I'm live. I haven't messaged anybody. I just went live. Mm-hmm. 4 in the building and 4 thumbs up. Not too good. Sorry to hear that, Chris Miller, buddy. I'm sorry to hear that you're not doing good, bud. What's up? Why is your day not good, buddy? Why? How was your day, Maja? It was good. It was busy. And then I decided to do a live at noon. There's so many people live now at once, and especially at night. So I don't even look to see who's live. I just go live. I don't care who's live. If we all waited, we would never get to go live, right? Hello, Gemma. How are you, sweetie? Good to see you, Gemma. Hello, hello. Please give the host a thumbs up. Thank you so much. My old house burnt down on Monday. Oh, sorry to hear that, Chris. I'm glad you weren't in it. That's a blessing, right? There's the mayhem and then the miracles, right? Good to see everybody. Hello, come on in. Hello, hello, Jim. I was watching that channel the other day that I subscribed to. That the gentleman you're going to be on his show. He's great to listen to, man. He's easy to listen to and understand. I can't stay long, Maja. It is dinner time for me. I need to cook. All right, yes, it's 12 noon here. Well, 12:07. Beth says, hey, beautiful Gemma with a heart. Gemma says, I'm good. Did a 2 hour autism presentation for my local hospital today and got 9 video topic requests. Wow, Gemma, that is beautiful. You're going places, girlfriend. You're getting the message out. I keep saying, Gemma, people need to listen to you all around the world and pay attention. There's different levels of autism, right? And you're educating us, Gemma, on pointers and things to watch for and things to identify. And knowledge, as we know, is power, right? Hello, Bruce Gasboxing. Peace, sister. Didn't see you yesterday. Saw you on the replay. Thanks for showing up. You're welcome. It's okay. It was a good fight. Yes, I was in there. Yes, I was. I just let you do your thing. It's all good. Gemma's Journey. Grace says, hey, Beth. Hannah says, hey, Bruce. Savage Batman's in the building. Hey, Maja. Hey, Savage Batman from Hannah. Bruce says, Hannah. Hey. Guys, you can, if anybody's not connected to anybody, I think you almost are everybody in here, but you never know if you're not connected to somebody. Anybody in blue, get connected, or we can drop your link. Maja, can you give your family a hug and tell them I love them and thinking of them? Thank you so much, Beth. Yeah, Mandy and I are, well, Mandy's sort of helping on the sidelines, but we're planning a baby shower for my son and his beautiful lady's baby that's coming in September. Hey, Dave. Hello, hello. Who am I missing? Hold on. Hold on. I missed somebody. I don't like missing anybody. Okay, why won't this go up? It won't scroll up for me. Okay, hello, hello, everybody. Hi, John Paul. Hello, Dave. Hello, Enforcer. What did I win? How you doing, Enforcer? Hey, Bruce. Savage Batman's link. There you go, everybody. Best bits and pieces. Hey, Enforcer. Hello, Myers Paranormal. Hey, y'all. Chris Miller. My good was she was in the bathtub when she heard smoke alarms going off. She got out, but she had burnt forearm. She lost everything. Wow. So there was somebody in the home, Chris. Oh my goodness. Hannah says, hey, Enforcer, Red Dirt. Good morning, beautiful people. Hey, Red Dirt, how you doing? Bruce says, hello, Beth, bits and pieces, sister. Beth says, I got hacked on my Facebook, so I need to send friends to everyone. Amanda, Chris, and yourself. Okay, all right. Sounds good. How do you know when you're hacked, Beth? Hannah says, hey, Chris. Beth says, hey, Myers. And Forster says, hello, Hannah. Hannah says, hey, Myers. Don Paul says, hi, Hannah. Welcome in, everybody. Hannah says, hi, John. Beth says, hi, John Paul. Myers says, hi, Beth. And Beth says, hey, Red First. Yes. So, guys, I guess you've been watching the news. I don't normally watch the news. It's too depressing. But I'm sure everybody has heard about the 5 beautiful souls that were lost on the Titan. It's just a weird name to be calling it too, in my opinion. But yeah, the millionaire buddy, his wife is Wendy Rush. She's on Facebook. Savage Batman, I'm back. All right. Red says, hey, Beth. She was the great granddaughter of Isidore and Isa Strauss, and he was an owner of Macy's. Yep. So there's a lot of history there connected with the Titanic and Wendy and her husband, right? Hello, everybody. Good morning, Mayhem. Hello, Moon. Good to see you. Great vid, buddy, on your stickers. I loves them. That was awesome. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got notified and some took over it and changed password and details. Oh wow. Okay. Yes, I've heard it's terribly sad. It really, really, really was. Um, uh, And it's the same scenario, right? The captain on the Titanic, he was warned. Here we go with the phone. Every time I go live, he was warned. And the same thing with the Titan. He ignored all warnings, and as we know, one of his peeps was fired because he had serious concerns about the Titan, right? It had been down there many, many times, but each time you go down, good grief, what's happening to the fiber and the stuff on this small Titan that was the size of a van. Beth says, hey, Moon. Good morning, Moon. So sad, Maja. I'm watching it this morning. Yeah, I've been watching it. Oh, my God. Yeah, the CEO of that company was Wendy Rush of Ocean Gate, right? She was the great granddaughter of husband and wife that died on the Titanic, which is really ironic. You know what I'm saying? And allegedly, Wendy was with the remote control that brought that thing down on that day, allegedly. So watching it go down, right? So yeah. She's got a Facebook page. She's from Seattle, Washington. She's posted a lot about the Ocean Gate, right, on Facebook. Everett, Washington. Right, I got a dash because if I don't, I will end up burning it. Love ya. Maja, keep smiling and always smile at someone. It might make their day. Thank you, Beth, so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think it was March 2017. They did a 3D scan of the of with the Titan. Um, and I mean, the price of this thing back in 2017 was 15129, right? To the families, absolutely, you know. And this Titan was small; it was the size of a van. It had a portable toilet on it, um, and of course, it disintegrated 4,000 miles off Newfoundland. I've been to Newfoundland. The ocean is cold, it's dark, it's unforgiving, and I personally, my own feelings. This is for educational purposes only. This chat, people. Nobody should be going down there. It's sacred to anybody in Newfoundland, St. John's, anybody in Canada. It's sacred. It's a sacred burial ground, and there's still many artifacts they haven't brought up. The sand is very soft when you land down there. Um, so a lot of items are still buried down there, right? And they've gotten a lot, but I really don't think any kind of expenditure should be going down there. Anything, anybody disturbing those people. It's sacred burial ground, right? Hello, Thompson. How is everyone today? I am good. Hey, Hannah. It's very sacred and people take it very personal. And this guy, you know, he was warned. He was warned and he fired the guy. He was warned. Every time he brought it down there, the bolts are getting corrupted and a lot of things are going on. A lot of things are going on. This thing wasn't made very strong, right? And they had to sign a waiver. And allegedly, this poor 19-year-old actually didn't want to go. He's terrified, but he went for his dad as a Father's Day gift. Can you imagine? This is what his family's writing on the blogs. Really, really, really sad. Yep. Yeah. So his wife's name is Wendy Real Rush from Seattle, Washington. She's got a lot of stuff on her Facebook page. Yeah. The company was being sued by a couple in Florida. They gave them $200,000 for a trip that didn't happen. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, if it's going to come to the forefront again. There's just lots of stuff. Yeah, we're learning, right? And thank you to our U.S. Coast Guards and our Canadian Coast Guards and all the ships and everybody that helped in trying to bring this Titan up that I think most of us knew wasn't going to happen, right? How was your day today, Hannah? Thompson says, hey, Hannah. Hello, Rick. How are you? Maja, thank you for all the hearts. Hello, hello. Come on in. Please give Maja a thumbs up. Stockton and Wendy. Wendy Rush, her dad was a director of a company. And this guy that was fired by this Titan company was David Lockridge. He was fired because he had serious concerns, and they just fired him and said, you're out of here. We don't want your opinion, right? Hey, everyone that has just joined. Hello, Myers. Thank you so much for that. Hey, Myers from Thompson. So in 1986, Wendy and Stockton were married. Wendy is a licensed pilot and a substitute teacher. Yes, that I didn't know about her. So yeah, we're finding out a lot of stuff about them. There's family members writing about the 19-year-old. He didn't want to go on it. He was actually scared to go on it, but he went as a Father's Day gift, right? So we obviously know it wasn't made safe. It's certainly not made to go the depths that it went. There's no way. And that was a lot of money, to $500,000 to go down in this little bubble that was shaped like a van with one little window that you couldn't see anything. You're basically looking at another screen and it's showing you, which is pointless. You could stay home and see that stuff on TV, right? I mean, the Titanic vids are all out there, folks, if you want to see what it looks like. But for me, I personally don't think anybody should be going down there. It's sacred. So many people died there in 1912. their memories and their souls are there, and it's highly regarded and respected area. So these things aren't regulated, and they need to be. And I think even if they need to be, they better be top notch because at that depth of water, the cold water's cold for one thing. It's dark. I mean, it's unforgiving, right? Hello, True. Good to see you. Building with the boys. Hey, Baja, how you doing? Hey, Building, how are you doing, sir? Meyer says prayers. Yes, it's really sad, guys. 5 people gone. And the ironic thing too is when the Titanic went down, I believe it was 1:30 in the morning, and this I believe happened at the same time. So there's a lot of ironic coincidence. Wendy being the wife of the guy that was in this thing and built it. Wendy's great great grandparents both dying on the Titanic. It's just ironic, some of the stuff, right? Hannah says, "Hey, building." Digmar says, "Hey, Maja." Hello, Digmar. Hey, Digmar. Hey, everyone in the chat. Hello, hello. Come on in. Yeah, it's really sad, guys. And I'm reading all these things on the news stations and comments and watching vids, and some of the mean stuff people are saying is just mind blowing. Just, you know, um, just not nice to read. And the family members could be reading that stuff. Dagmar says, hello, everyone. Chad, hey, Hannah, you changed your name. Yes, she did. I like Hannah. Building the Titanic wreck is essentially a grave site. It shouldn't be a tourist attraction. My heart goes to the families of the 5 lost souls. Yes, building. That's what we're talking about. I am in Canada. My friend lives in Newfoundland. I know about Newfoundland and the waters. It's very, very, very cold, unforgiving, currents, black, pitch black. And it is a burial site, and people need to remember that. They just need to stop. It's rotting away. They decided years ago they weren't going to bring it up. They could have when it was still in one piece, but maybe the technology back then wasn't as good as it is now. And I say leave it alone. Just leave it. Stop going down there. You're disturbing, the people that died there in 1912. And it shouldn't be a tourist attraction. Man, oh man, to pay that kind of money, just mind blowing. Meyer says, hi, Dagmar and boys. Billing with boys says, hey, Hannah. Dagmar says, billing with boys. True says, I'm doing share your link Friday at 2:20. Oh, thank you, True. Thank you. Yes, I will. True, guys, 2 o'clock today. Going to share my link and everybody else's. If you stop by, show the love. Hey, True, let's talk. Dag, hello. Hannah says, be right back, Masha. I gotta upload my video on my channel. Okay, Tommy D. Hello, Tommy D. Let's get Tommy D's link dropped. Savage Batman, could you drop Tommy D's link for me, please? Hello, Tommy. Come on in. We're just talking a little bit, Tommy and guys, about these 5 beautiful souls that were lost on the Titan. And it's just weird that that name was even chosen. It's not a name I would have chose. Um, you know, $500,000 to go in a bubble the size of a van, cramped up. There is a porta potty on it. You're not even looking out the window. You're actually looking at a screen. I just seen it pointless. Like to each their own, but it was just too risky, way too risky. Hello, Moon. Moon says hello. Beth Dagmar says Savage Batman. Can we get Tommy's link drop, please, Savage Batman? If you're still in here. If not, Moon, can you do it, please? Dagmar says, no, it didn't go yet. My chat's going fast, so it might already went, but no, let's get Tommy D's link drop, please, guys. And thank you. Hello, I'm at work today. All right, Moon, don't work too hard, sir. Happy Friday to you and a wonderful weekend. Hi, Hannah from Tommy D. Yeah, Hannah's just uploading a video, so she stepped away for a minute. You're welcome. Who's it, Moon? Somebody. Can you drop Tommy D's link for me, please? Somebody. Oh, thank you, Dagmar. There you go, Tommy D. Guys, jump over to Tommy D. Show some love because that's what we do. Maja's neutral. She goes everywhere and spreads the love and the respect to everybody. Welcome in, Tommy D. Welcome in, sir. I hope you're having a great day and I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Hey, Dagmar. Tommy says, hey, Dagmar. Moon over Miami. Tommy D says, thank you, Mayhem. You're welcome, Tommy, like always. Dagmar, Tommy D, yes, thank you. Savage says, I just uploaded a new vid. Way to go. So, yeah, guys, it's just really sad. It's hard to turn the news on and not see anything about it. There was one particular guy, I didn't catch his name. He's very angry because he knew as soon as this whole thing started and they were searching, he already knew they were gone. He knew, like you know, ex-Navy officer, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? He just knew. And I also knew by the language that the reporters were doing. You have to listen to the words people are using, and they have to be very, very careful on the words that they're using each time they did a news conference, right? Um, so the families were informed, of course, before the media was, the folks. So yeah, very, very sad. I personally would never go down in something like that. I love water, but not water enough to go at that depth. Plus, to me, I would find it haunting because that is a sacred burial ground. Leave it alone, people. Leave it alone, please. 1912, so many people died there. And there is many videos. A millionaire that was on the Titanic, that died on the Titanic, didn't go back to his mansion, of course, because he's dead. And there's videos of his actual mansion that is disintegrating as we speak all these years, and all everything, nothing's touched, everything's still in there, the furniture. And I love watching vids like that. It's very intriguing. It's just too bad somebody wouldn't come forward and refurbish this place and the antique furniture that's in there, etc., etc. There's investigators that go out and check out these places. And that story always comes to mind of this millionaire that was on the Titanic that didn't come home. And back in the day, I don't know if you had deeds and things attached with your house, but nobody claimed the house. It's still sitting there, rotting away, right? So Myers says we would use that kind of money to help others if we had it. Yes, Myers, everybody's saying that. It's sad sending prayers to the family. Exactly. But there was a millionaire on this journey, right? Too risky, people, too risky. I'm sorry, it's an adventure. But when it comes to water, you don't mess around with it. You just can't. I'm in Canada. I know about those waters off the coast of Newfoundland, and they're cold, and there's different marine life in there at different times of the year. You get the whales that come in because of the food, or they're going to have their babies. There's certain times of the year that the whales are more there. My friend is actually in Newfoundland, not far from there right now, because she's got a friend in the hospital in St. John's, and she sent me whale pics just from the other day of the whales that are in the water there. Whales don't really go that deep, to my knowledge. I could be wrong, but they're actually not known to eat people. Sharks, I'm not sure. I don't believe the sharks are. Yeah, we don't have waters like Florida and stuff. Hello, the Bud Files. Hi, Stephen Autumn. Hi, Dustin. Hello, hello. Dagmar says, hey, PPR. Great to see you. Hi, PPR. The Bud Files says, hi, PPR. Myers says, hi, Sue. The Bud Files says, hey, Dagmar. Sorry, Dagmar says, hi, the Bud Files. We can drop links, guys, here. Hi, everyone. Hi, PPR. Wonderful to see you. I got into Paranormal Searches, his live very late. Completely forgot about it. I've been tired and also very, very busy, too. So, hello, Skinner. So good to see you. Just popping in to say hi. Hello, honey. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Anybody that didn't see Paranormal Searches live the other day, go watch it. PPR was a guest on the panel. Yes, he was. Go and watch it. Give a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I'm back, Maja. All right, Hannah. Myers says hi, all. So yeah, this Wendy woman, I do feel sorry for her. It was her husband, the millionaire that of the company, CEO of the company, Ocean Gate, that was one of the people that passed on this thing. So it's oh, you're welcome, PPR. You're very welcome, sir. Anybody not subscribed to Professional Paranormal Research? We'll drop the link and get you guys connected. Anybody here not connected to anybody, let me know. We'll drop the links. I want everybody connected. Building with the boys. Check out his channel. John, John, sorry. John Jacob's sister was the third wealthiest man in the world and didn't take a seat on a lifeboat. He was lost with the Titanic. Yes, absolutely. Go check out PPR, everyone. Thank you, Dagmar. Yes, please go check out PPR. Poker Rossi's in the building. Hello, Poker Rossi. Good to see you, sir. Are you at work? Muno Romain. He says, hello, Dagmar. Anybody I missed up in the chat? Hello and welcome. Hey, PPR. Dagmar says, hey, Poker Rossi. PPR says, thank you, Dagmar. Poker Rossi says, hello, Moon again. Myers says, hi, Rossi. Dagmar says, Moon. Chris Miller says, can't drop my link, not modded. Drop Chris Miller's link for me, please. And thank you, Dagmar. I appreciate that. So, yeah, allegedly, Wendy was had a remote controller in her hand, and she was watching the Titan as it went down. So she allegedly was there. So yeah, that's pretty sad having that vision of it going down and never coming back up, right? So in 2017, they did an actual 3D scan on the Titan, and that's when the journey of this little miniature van, I'm gonna call it, emerged, right? So it was 4,000 miles off the coast of Newfoundland. The company was being sued by a couple in Florida. They gave them $200,000 for a trip that never happened. So yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's going to come out now, guys. You're going to hear it. About this company and this couple, and she was a pilot and substitute teacher. Wendy is the surviving wife of the owner that died. So yeah, it was David Lockridge that was fired for bringing up his concerns about this Titan it not being safe. Every time it got emerged down all those miles of feet of water down and down and down, the pressure is unbelievable, and he stated a lot of concerns, and he got fired for it. And now look what's happened. They should have listened to him, right? Yankee Kyle, hello, hello. Myers Paranormal says, hey, stats, welcome to all my kings and queens in the building. And Yankee Kyle, stop using that statement. That is mine. I heard you saying that on your live the other day. That's Maja's statement. Make your own. Chris Miller says, thanks, Dagmar. Yankee Kyle says, Dagmar, how are you doing, sister? Myers says, hey, Miller. Hannah says, can I drop Dave's channel? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Is Dave in here? I didn't see him. Helping him get new subscribers. Absolutely. I didn't see Dave in here. Let him know that I'm live. Building with the boys. Thank you so much. Building with the boys. Wendy's dad was a professor and a surgeon. Like these people come from high profile families, man. Yep. And Wendy's mother used to be a designer. Yep. 1986, Wendy and Stockton got married. So yeah, we're finding out a lot about this couple. It's very sad that people didn't listen, just like the guy on the Titanic didn't listen. I mean, it was dark. I don't think in 1912 back then. Don't forget the icebergs were a lot bigger than what they are now. So it's sad that these things. It had this happen in the daytime. The Titanic might not have hit that iceberg, right? You don't see it till you come upon it. So, very sad. I think the Titan and the Titanic had the same time that they went down, which is 1:30, which I find ironic. Plus, Wendy's great. She is a great great granddaughter of of a couple that died on the Titanic. He owned Macy's. And so he's probably the guy of the house I was telling you about, the mansion. He never returned, and that house is still sitting rotten to this day. There's videos of it. So yeah, quite interesting. I love watching stuff from the Titanic. I love seeing the museums on TV with all the artifacts, and there's still billions they haven't found because the sand down below where the Titanic is very soft. So everything you just go right into the sand. So I personally sometimes think I'd love to see everything come up so we can see the history of that, and the other side of me saying, no, leave it down there with the loved ones because it is a sacred place. I'm in Canada. Canada looks at um, the Titanic as a sacred burial ground. And I don't think any of these little blimp machines or anything should be allowed down there, disturbing it, right? I have to do more content and lives. I have been so busy lately. All right, Dagmar. No worries. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, Stats. Hello, Stats. Hello to anybody I missed. Hello, welcome in. Please give the host a thumbs up. I'm just sitting back and talking about the Titan that went down. Rest in peace to all those people. I've just been following the comments on YouTube on what people are saying, and there's U.S. Army Marines, there's all kinds of folks that know quite a bit about these kinds of things, discussing and saying their opinion. They said they knew the first day they weren't alive. I didn't either. Just because the depths of those waters, guys. I am in Canada. It's very, very cold down there. There's currents. I mean, the pressure is unbelievable, and I still can't wrap my head around that this thing went down and got that far. I just can't. It's so small. Every time it went down there, you got to wonder, and I'm sure it was facts. This thing is deteriorating. How often was it checked? You know what I'm saying? As far as there's been a lot of comments about the remote control that was used. Listen, NASA uses a lot of things, remote control for a lot of things. So don't let it shock you. NASA and a lot of other places do use remote controls. So that part doesn't really bother me. I mean, the thing was only the size of a van, okay, guys, with 5 people in it, a porta potty, one little window, but you're actually, the window itself, I believe, had a camera. So you're actually staring at a little screen instead. So to me, it was pointless to go down there. The curiosity killed the cat, so to speak. No pun intended. And for $500,000, I think I'd rather invest my money elsewhere, right? Dagmar says, I'm doing good, Yankee. Hope you're doing good as well. Yes. And a good afternoon from Kyle. Poker Rossi says, hello, Stats. How you doing today, Poker Rossi? Always good to see you, sir. Yankee says, Dagmar, I'm good, sister, and I'm on the road to 800 subs on my bus. Yes, you are, Kyle. Stats says, hi, Poker Rossi. How are you doing? Welcome in, everybody. We're just, like I said, I'm just talking a little bit about this Titan. I still can't wrap my head around the size that it was, what it was made out of is the two biggest things that are just blowing my mind because of the pressure down there and the depth of the water that thing even made it down there. I just don't get it. I don't even know anything about stuff like that, and it just doesn't seem logical. Like, no pun intended when I'm laughing. I mean, it's just not logical to bring a little thing down there the size of a van, made out of carbon fiber, which I don't think can handle the temperatures of those waters because it gets pretty cold down there, folks. Stats, good afternoon. I am good. Thanks for asking. And you, Stats. Thank you, Hannah. Stats says, hey, Dodgers, how's your sign language going along? So yeah, it's pretty sad, guys. It's just now these families have to mourn. They're not going to have any bodies to bring home, as we know. I won't get into that. But I know for myself, even though it's sacred ground, it would be nice if the ships could bring all the relatives because it's common. This does happen. A big ship will bring all the family members to where the incident happened, and you could throw roses for them, right, in honor of them. So yeah, it's quite sad. It just, like I said, it blows my mind how much it cost. $500,000 per person to go on this little tiny thing that was built like a van. I just can't. I mean, hey, I like water. Ain't not that much. I don't go in deep, 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 deep waters, right? I just don't. So, wreckage was found 500 meters from the Titanic. Yes, it was. Yep, yep. Just at the bow of it, I believe it was. Not far. Yep. The debris, the pieces started to surface, right? So, um, they wouldn't even be aware of what was going on. So, it would be very fast. Very, very sad situation. Stats doing good. 500 meters. Yeah, 500 meters is not a lot. Hey, Stats, hope you're doing good. Nitro Freak. Hello, Nitro Freak. Hannah says, hey, Nitro. Yankee says, good afternoon, Frank. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's 500 feet from the Titanic. And again, nobody should be going near the Titanic. I know many have over the years, which is why we have so many beautiful artifacts as watches and clothing and shoes and purses and a lot of personal artifacts, papers that were found from the Titanic that are in museums, which is very sacred. But I think it needs to be left alone, right? The souls that lost their lives there in 1912 need to be left alone. I don't think, in my opinion, I personally wouldn't spend that kind of money, even if I was a billionaire. The heck no. The size of a van, you had to sign a waiver. 3 times you were told you could die on it. 3 times you were warned. And people still went on it for the adventure. Well, that adventure, whew, look where it can get you. Oh, it's awful. Oh, really, Poker Rossi? Hopefully they have seen it before everything went wrong. Yeah, the sub exploded fast. I never knew what would hit them. No, they didn't. No, no. And thank God for that, I guess. Sup, Poker? Hi, Hannah. Nitro Freak. Nitro, I did give you a shoulder on my video, a shout out on my video. Thank you, Hannah. Nitro says, what's up, Dagmar? Um, I'm watching now, Hannah. Hello, Derek. Hey, hey, how you doing, sir? Come on in. Give the host a thumbs up. Stats, great fun. A bunch of friends that are YouTubers in a big dramatic fight for water here. I've been following and still fighting a slimy Oh, but I'm happy and having fun besides that nonsense. Yeah, I don't deal with trolls. I don't even say the name in here. So yeah. Yeah. Dagmar says, "Hey, Derek, how you doing? Deb, let's let those souls rest in peace." That's right, Kyle. That's what I'm trying to say. No, no leisure crafts, adventurous. Anybody should want to go down there and disturb. Like I said, I am in Canada. I know those waters. I have friends that live in Newfoundland, and my friend actually was in St. John's, which is not far from there. And the waters are unforgiving, people. And it's the size of a van with a porta potty in it, and you're sitting in there with 5 people. You were told to bring snacks and water, whatever you want to drink, for $500,000. No, you couldn't pay me to get on that thing free. There's no way. There is no. My psyche would kick in and go, nope, nope. Sensors would come on, nope, nope, and nope. That's just me. Um, no, because also I'm against it because first of all, it's too deep. I don't like deep water. Second of all, it's a burial ground. It's sacred. It's sacred in Canada, people. We look at that as a very sacred, sacred place. Uh, I think I'm going to have the water tested here too. It smells like sewer. I'm hesitant to shower. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Stats. What does that mean? What kind of language is that? Um, they went down to see the Titanic with a half-ass explorer who sacrificed safety for adventure and risk. That's right, Derek. Isn't it crazy, Derek? I'm sure you're following the story too, buddy. It's just insane. No safety measures. To my knowledge, nobody was up above waiting for them, and even if they were, it wouldn't have really mattered. Welcome back, Savage Batman. It wouldn't have mattered, really. What could they have done? Stat says, I had to be sure hubby gives pup spring water. Water is okay. Yes, okay, Stats. I catch up. Poker Rossi says, Sup, Batman. Savage Batman says, Hey, Poker. Hannah says, It was sad when I saw that new about sub in Ocean Maja. Yep. Yep, yep. Very, 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 very called the Ocean Gate. Yep, yep. And the coincidence too with Wendy being the great great granddaughter of a couple that died on the Titanic in 1912, right? You know, Wendy's from Seattle, Washington. She's got a Facebook page. You can check it out. She's got stuff from 2017 when this bubble, I'll call it. First, they had the idea of bringing it out. So yeah, in March 2017, it cost 15129 for that thing. Yep. Yep. So Wendy is the great great granddaughter of Isidore and Isa Strauss. He was the owner of Macy's. Both they were married in 1904, and he was the owner of Macy's. And they didn't. They both died together on the Titanic. She said, "I'm not leaving without you." So they both died in the Titanic. So this Wendy is the great great granddaughter of those folks that died in the. It's just ironic, the coincidence. Wow, it's just crazy. And the time, apparently the time that the Titanic went down to the time the Titan went down was the same time. I believe they said 1:30. Christina, hello, Christine Newton, hello, hello. People lost their lives. That's right. Christine says, "Hey, Batman." Derek says, "Hey, Dagmar, how you doing, Derek? How you doing, buddy?" Tim Sweeney says, "Hi, hello, Tim Sweeney." Sure runs the song "Yellow Submarine" as now singing it is just so sad. Claustrophobic. Yeah, exactly. Stats. A lot of people are. And that young lad, the 19-year-old, didn't want to go on that. He was scared. Hello, Tim. Good to see you. He was scared to go on it, but he did it as a Father's Day gift. That's what his family members are writing on. I'm not sure if it's Facebook, but yeah. Dagmar says, "Hey, Tim, sweetie." So yeah, it's quite sad, guys. There's no bodies to recover because under that kind of pressure down there, it's. won't get into that. But hopefully the family will find some kind of closure. I'm sure there's going to be people going after the company. But again, you signed a waiver, and 3 times you were mentioned, hey, you're at risk for, you know what? And they still signed it and still paid $500,000 to go on it. But again, knowledge is power, and they trust it. See, guys, trust, the word trust. They trusted that the CEO and owner, this buddy that made it, was trustworthy. And this little vehicle the size of a van was trustworthy, and it wasn't. It wasn't. Right down to the bolts and the nuts and the glue that was used to put it together, right? And the remote control doesn't bother me because if you look it up, NASA and a lot of huge companies actually use remote controls for many big things. Trust me. So that I was a little surprised at. So that was knowledge to me, right? Um, Mars is saying hello, Derek. Are you connected, Derek, to Myers and vice versa? Anybody not connected? Let me know. Please give me a thumbs up. It's a slow Friday. But yeah, pretty sad, guys. Just reading all the comments, like I said, just mind blowing. Just mind blowing. And these news reporters had to be very vigilant and careful on what they said and how they said it, right? I can guarantee you there's 5 or 6 people reading it and okaying it before they could even bring it out of their mouths, right? So they had to be mindful because, the families, right? Families were informed, and then obviously the world was. Myers says, hello, Derek. Hi, Tim from Myers. So, yeah, pretty sad. Again, I think people should leave the waters alone out there off the coast of Newfoundland. You know, it's not a place to be messed with. It is a sacred burial ground, right? So, wow, I didn't know it was Macy's grandchild. Yep, great, great. Yep, Wendy, the wife of the guy that died on there, the owner. She was the great great granddaughter. Yep, yep, great great granddaughter of Isidore and Isa Strauss, who owned Macy's. And that house that I seen, I can't remember the name of it, guys, that I watched on YouTube. There's people that investigate and stuff, and they found a mansion, and they looked it up, and it was owned by one of the people that lost their lives on the Titanic, and it still sits the way it was when he left the house that day. And I don't understand why people aren't coming forward and refurbishing it. And I mean, there's antiques in there that can never be replaced. Why are we letting it rot? I don't understand. Why can't somebody come forward and bring it back to life, right? Wow, I didn't know it. Yep. Myers says, hey, Newton, hello. Newton, hello, hello, everybody coming in. Hey, Stats. If I check out a shipwreck on the bottom of water, it would be the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald that is only 500 feet below Lake Superior. Yes, yes, and Gordon Lightfoot has a song about that, and I just love it. And you know, Gordon Lightfoot was an amazing singer from Orillia, Ontario, as you know, Derek. Um, when I lived in Barrie, Ontario, his sister lived across me, so he'd go over and sit on her porch. He bought her that house when he became famous. And yeah, he was a wonderful, humble man, still drove the same old truck, very humble, lived in the same place, and that's what I like seeing with people. Like a lot of our Canadian singers and people that become famous all take off to the States. I don't understand why. They all take off and they move to the States or wherever. Why don't you stay in Canada? Shania Twain was from Timmins, and come back to your country. There's an uproar right now about Taylor Swift. She's doing a huge tour, and Canada's not included, and people are in an uproar and want to know why. Dagmar, thanks. My channel blew up, got monetized, but I don't need anything. I'm doing YouTube for fun and to be here for others. That's wonderful, Stats. Social. So since I been, or you get ads, so I turned on the ads. Awesome. Meyer says, hi, Search. Hey, Paranormal Search. Hey, how are you doing? How you doing, Paranormal Search? Good to see you. Great interview with uh, PPR and your guests that were there was wonderful. I was very nappy and sleepy, dude. So, yeah, I wasn't. I watched, but I didn't say much. Hi, Search. Was thinking maybe I will do a sale one day. Who knows? Anybody not connected to Paranormal Search, guys? Let's get the link dropped. Was thinking maybe I will do a sale one day. Just opened my eyes and woke up and came straight on Maja's live. Oh, thanks, Paranormal. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Drop Paranormal Search's link, guys. G, Paranormal Search G, we call them. Did you manage to get your two to what, 1900 it was? Myers from Paranormal Search. Stat says, right, that's vintage stuff. That's right. Dagmar says, that's great news, Stats. Myers says, I have to go. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Take care, Myers. Take care and say hello to your fam for me. Paranormal Search says, on the road to 2K. I'm at 1910 at the moment. Jesus, you're rocking it, buddy. You're rocking it. Anybody not subscribed to Paranormal Search, go over and show the love, guys. This is our channels grow. We need actual real people to come and subscribe and watch our stuff, right? Derek says, did you guys know that Leonardo DiCaprio character in Titanic is based on a real guy named Jack Dawson? Yeah, I knew that. Jack Dawson, whose body washed up on the shore of Nova Scotia, and he's buried in the Titanic cemetery there. Yeah, I knew that, Derek. Yep, I loved Leonardo, and I was really ticked off, Derek, that he didn't get an Emmy for that. I was, you know what? He was the main thing of the show, and why not? Why? Because he was too young. Like, what goes on behind the scenes? He should. I was so mad that he didn't get an Academy Award for that. You know, and I still like him today. I could watch the Titanic movies over and over and over. It's just intriguing, right? So yes, yep. We know about Jack Dawson. Yep. I would love to go to Nova Scotia. I went through there actually, go to Newfoundland, but I would love to actually go to that burial, the Titanic cemetery, and just pay honor to everybody there. And a lot of them, most were from the States. And you had your middle class, upper class, and then your less, what's the word they used? People that weren't as wealthy, right? Chirp and burp, Maja in chat. Hello, hello. Come on in. Please give me a thumbs up. We're just discussing the Titanic. How do you guys feel? Have you seen all the movies? Are you intrigued? I mean, just the artifacts. I just love seeing the artifacts in the museums and the great big piece of metal that they did manage to bring up. Um, but I think sometimes spirits are attached to these things. But yeah, seeing the old pocket watches and shoes and jewelry, and it's just fascinating. There you go, channeling for Paranormal Search. Way to go, Paranormal. Yeah, I knew about Jack Dawson, Derek, but I'm sure a lot of people didn't know that. Yep. A real guy named Jack Dawson. Dagmar says, hey, chirp burp. Good to see everybody. It's just sad, guys. I just rest in peace to the 5 souls that lost their lives on the Ocean Gate. Didn't need to happen. It was avoidable. I don't care. Nobody is going to convince me otherwise. It was avoidable by that thing not even going down there, going through the proper procedures and checks, and making it safer. It wasn't there. Listen, a little thing, guys. You know what kind of pressures down there in those waters? I'm in Canada, okay. Off the coast of Newfoundland, you know what kind of water pressures down there? And then you got this little bubble the size of a van going down how many feet and how many times? And each time you go down, the pressure may loosen things. How often did they check it? Is there a book log to prove this? Blah, blah, blah. There's so many questions. I think they will stop the recreational for a while now. And they're going to put strict guidelines in place. And you're going to have to go through a rigmarole to be able to get anything down there near the Titanic again. It's just mind blowing that thing is a recreational tool to take people down to see the Titanic. You know, I've only ever seen the original movie. Never wanted to see the remakes. I've seen the documentary and all of the other videos in YouTube. So very interesting. I don't think that sub was built right. No, it wasn't chirp. No, that's what we're talking about. Absolutely not. A gentleman. Okay, I'll tell you in a sec here. A gentleman by the name of David Lockridge was fired from the Ocean Gate because he had serious concerns. He fired people who warned him of the dangers. And this David Lockridge said to him, "This is not safe. This is not safe," and they fired him. And there was a couple in Florida, actually. Um, Ocean Gate was being sued. The company was being sued by a couple in Florida. They gave him $200,000 for a trip that never happened. I'd like to know that outcome. Why did it never happen? You know? But definitely not built right. There's no way. Listen, guys, look it up. Look at the depth that the Titanic's in, okay? The surroundings, the pressure, the currents, the temperature of the water, it's pitch black, the marine life. I'm not sure about sharks. Somebody mentioned sharks in a vlog I was reading. And I don't know about sharks down there, folks. You know, this is not Florida, right? So, um, but there's no way this little thing, this Titan, size of a van with 5 people in it and a porta potty in a little window, can go down with that kind of pressure. And also, what about the weight of each person? That this is what I was thinking about the other day. I'm always speculating on certain scenarios, and how much did each person weigh? Does the weight of how many you have in there, their weight, play into pressure on the nuts and bolts of this thing, right? Like we know planes, you're only allowed so many people and so many carry-on bags and luggage for a reason. We don't want to be 10,000 pounds over once we're up in the air, right? So there's protocols. Did their weight play a role as well, right? You know, Derek says, "What if I told you guys, even though the Titanic did hit an iceberg, the Titanic was cursed from if left port? It took them 5 attempts to break a champagne bottle over it. There were 2 fires on board." Yeah, I believe that, Derek. Yep, yep, for sure. Yep, my thinking is a little bit like yours. I don't elaborate as much, but um, definitely you got to wonder, eh? It's one of those. I wonder. You know. Also, there was an Egyptian mummy on board the Titanic. Yeah, those things are sacred, and I believe they do carry certain vibes. Yep, Chirp says, and why would you want to be in a cramped space like that? They used a lot of equipment, experiment, experimental things for this, and made no sense to me. And he didn't want to experience people, and he didn't want experienced people working on the sub. There you go. Well said, Sue. Yes, yes, exactly. That's just crazy, just crazy. I don't get it. Now he's dead, and 4 innocent people are dead because they want to go on a thrill ride, an adventure they call it, right? And an adventure for $500,000 down all those many miles of water, all the way down to the bottom. I don't get it, and we will never get it because those people can't talk now and tell us. We can understand there are people that are risk takers. Obviously, these people were. The son wasn't, the 19-year-old. Family members are writing on blogs. He was terrified and didn't actually want to go. He went because it was a Father's Day gift. So very sad. That's right. Very, very sad. This poor young lad, 19, he's gone. It just doesn't make. See, I love water, and I often stress that I'm a Pisces. I love being in the water swimming, but certainly not deep. Let me tell you, you have to respect the water, even if you're at a beach. And even Florida. Like, if you have never been to Florida, I've never been to Florida. Um, but many people have. And when you're a tourist there, when you check in at the front desk, they don't give you a warning to watch for sharks, and that certain sharks migrate in there for a certain reason. They ain't going to tell you that, because guess what? You're going to be bolting, or you'd be going to a public pool and not swimming in the water. I personally would never swim in the waters. I watched a couple of shows about Florida and people that were killed and people that lost their limbs. And they even said the same thing. Tourists that come here are never, ever informed of the actual real number of people that lose their lives to sharks. You're in their turf. If you're going to get on a surfboard out and go way out like that, you know what I'm saying? Or skydiving in the water, yeah, you could be dinner for them. You're on their turf, and they don't report it. They don't even report half of what happens. They don't want to scare people. Certain areas in the world, as we know, have certain creatures, right? Like our waters here don't have sharks, nothing like that. If you're in Newfoundland right now, there's tons of whales. My friend is out there in St. John's and just sent me whale pics. They were sitting on the beach and the whales were just all doing their thing. Ooh, just having a great old time, you know. And they can be protective if they're with their babies, but they're not necessarily mean like a shark, right? So depends where you're going around the world. We have snakes here, but we don't have snakes like around the world. Badass, poisonous, kill you one bite kind of thing. So you got to do your research when you're traveling, right? Spiders can be deadly to a lot of people. You just got to educate yourself, you know? So you can be damn sure the FBI, US, and Canadian Coast Guards will be launching a full fledged investigation on that company. Yes, I would, Derek. Oh my God. I would for sure. Chirp says, I guess the only good thing was they never knew what was about to happen. It happened so fast. So the experts are saying yes. Yeah, they would have still had oxygen, thank God. So they, I mean, they would have been in panic mode once they lost, um, control of everything, the electronics and stuff. But he would have told them just to conserve your breathing and stuff and that sort of thing. But yeah, just it's still sad. Oh, just I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, it's very, very sad. Yeah, it happens so fast. Your brain doesn't even get a signal, right? You know, I'll take my chances on land. Thank you. That's right. Me too, sir, Sue, for sure. Yep. Derek says, see, and I love water, and I have been around and on boats most of my life. I respect the water and all that comes with it. That's right, Derek. I don't prefer, unless I'm in a boat, I don't prefer to be out real deep. Because as we know, our waters, there's so much we don't know about below our waters. Um, Not so much in Canada, but definitely in the States, right? Got sharks, you got all kinds of, Florida's famous for them. And scientists, have studied for years of why certain sharks are coming in at certain times. Whether it's for food, whether it's for breeding. It's the same with our whales here in Newfoundland, right? They're coming to migrate in for a certain time and maybe have their calves and when they're hungry, I'm sorry, sharks are going to bite your leg. And unfortunately, they're doing a taste test, right, and realizing they don't want you, and it's too late. Your leg's already gone. So it's just one of those things. You got to be vigilant and stay out of the deep waters, right? And I will stay on land. That's right. Any Finn, hello. Happy Friday, y'all. Hello, hello. Happy Friday, Masha. Thank you, Hannah. Tonight's Friday, so it's fish and chips for dinner. Hold on a sec, guys. Fish and chips tonight for din. What are you guys all having for dinner? It's very slow today in my chat. Still got 3 people. Thank you to the 3 that are still hanging out. I know there's probably a lot of people live. I don't go look and see who's live. I just go live. I didn't do one yesterday or the day before, so got to keep that algorithm up, right, folks? Yes, yes. But yeah, I'm really intrigued. I know you are too, Derek, right? Us being in Canada with the Titanic. I'm having pizza. Oh, mmm. Hannah's having pizza tonight. Yum, yum. Hey, Chester, how are you? Good to see you, Chester. How's your Friday going? Hello to the two in the building. Thank you for hanging with Maja. Share me out. There's a lot of people live, so I'm not expecting an overcrowded chat today, but that's okay. You only need one person to have a conversation, and right now I got four. Go check out Paranormal Search. He did an interview with PPR, and I'm sorry, I can't remember the gentleman's other name. Let me see. Did I write it down? My dream is still to buy an old lighthouse in the middle of the ocean and live in it. Not in the middle of the ocean. No. If you have a tsunami or something like that, you're gone. Anything very close to the water or on the water is deadly. Look at Florida, how many houses are gone. Proof. Boom. Gone. Water take you. I've never really been interested in having a house on the lake. If I ever became rich, new water comes in. Where do you think it's going to go? On you and your house. No thanks. That's just me though, Derek. Like, right? Because it's nature, buddy. We know nature is unforgiving. You know, bad weather, storms, tsunamis, you name it. Water will kill you. So I love water, like you, but I wouldn't want a house on the lake. I mean, I'd rent a cottage on the lake, but I wouldn't live on the lake. No, 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 no. That's just me, though, Derek, right? I don't know where I wrote it, but Paranormal Search had PPR on his panel, and I can't remember the other guy's name. Gosh, why not? REM? No, not REM. I thought I wrote it down. I'm sure I wrote it down. There's nothing like going to sleep, hearing waves crash. It is calming. Oh my God, Derek. Yes. I didn't see you on YouTube land last night. No, I wasn't on YouTube land last night. No, I wasn't, Hannah. No. No, you mean in chat? No, I wasn't. No, it's called having a life, Hannah. Yeah. We'll just need a break, you know. It's good to take a break and shut her down. Shut it all down, folks. Shut it down. Right? Shut her down. Give your brain a break. Yeah, the water, there's something about the water and the waves is very calming. And I love that sound. Or the crackling sound of a bonfire. Um, it's very, very soothing and relaxing. You know, it helps you go to sleep. It's always good to take a break. Maja, yes, absolutely, Hannah. I don't do lives every day. The only thing I am finding is because I'm not doing lives every day. You don't want people to forget about you, right? You know, and there's so many people that take your slot because my time was always 1 o'clock every day. Then I started going live at noon, and then I noticed other people were jumping in at noon, and I'm like, I'm going live. I don't care who's live. It's right. You just got to take care of your own channel, your own algorithm, and all that stuff. So people show up, they do. If they don't, oh well. You only need one person in the chat to have a conversation. Right now, I got 5. Give me a thumbs up, everybody. It's always good to take a break. I'm back. We are making dinner. Oh, Dagmar, yummy. What you making? What you making for dinner? I haven't find nighttime to go live. I haven't been live for a while, Maja. Yeah, there's so many people live at night. Oh my God, I can't keep up with them all. I'll go into one, jump to the other one. Skip some if it's drama. Go to the next one. Um, I've been trying to watch people's vids as well. So, you know, yes, I wanted to go live. Oh, I got to plug my laptop in. It just went dark on me. There we go. Gosh, that went fast. My internet's terrible. I tried to go on True Let's Talks live yesterday. My internet or my StreamYard is nasty, so that's why I didn't do a StreamYard today. Like I was static. I was like, oh my god. He was saying to take your laptop, like with your StreamYard, and just plug it right into your box. I didn't even know that. Savage Batman said, I'm still here. All right. Thank you, Savage. Um, yes, I wanted to go live this morning, my morning, but so many people were still live. I ended up in a chat instead. Yes, Dagmar, absolutely. Yep. Yep. Mornings are good because I find a lot of the people I know aren't live. So I might sneak in some mornings and maybe do some because, like I said, there's only one or two channels maybe that are live. But it's time zones, right? Hit or miss. I try get to everyone's live. It's too much. Oh yeah, yeah, you can't. Yeah, you just make a list. Try to hit a live. Write down, hey, I hit a live on this date. If you can't hit a live because they don't do lives, then you can go watch their stuff. Sometimes we just have to go live when we want, I think. Oh, yes, Dagmar, don't wait for anybody, man. Go live. Who cares? Who cares who's live? Go live. I'll jump in there. Yeah, if you do it in the morning. Mm-hmm. Yep. And again, I'm just seeing a lot of huge channels going live. 8 or 9 thumbs up, 40 some watching, and a shit show in the chat. Maybe one person in there. It's just, oh my God, really? And of course, I don't go in the chat because I don't want them to see me in there, right? Why would I want them to see me in there when there's 50 trolls? It's just sad. And the swearing that this host does because he gets mad at the people, the trolls that are in there, and the nasty stuff they're saying to him. And it's just sad. If only somebody knew this guy and could actually reach out privately and say, what are you doing? First of all, stop swearing every 2 seconds at the trolls. He has been blocking and deleting them, but they're coming as fast as he's putting them in there, deleting them, right? And it's just a shame. And this guy's got 4.27K or something on his channel. Just a young guy. It's just terrible. Same for me, Hannah. Sometimes too many people are live at the same time. That's right. Hannah says, Dagmar, I jumped in. You're live too. Yes. Guys, I go into one like early in the morning. If Auntie Mama's live, I'll go in hers, then jump in another one, go back to hers because I pretty well know how long Auntie Mama's going to be live, right? So I'll go into hers for a good 35, 40 minutes, jump out, go into someone else's because they're pretty well going to be on the same time span. Um, and um, and then jump back in. So I've, managed to get to 2 or 3 people, right? Yes, that's true, Dagmar. Yes. Dagmar says, LOL, Maja. Just do you, man. Hannah says, Maja, Dave got new subscribers yesterday. He's up to 88 subscribers. I give him shout out yesterday. That's wonderful. That is good, guys. That's good. And, I'm still hearing a little bit of, uh, you know, talk from certain people that will never sub to him again. They'll never this, they'll never that, they'll never. And hey, it's your choice who you want to be sub to people. Really, it is. I have no beefs with RCU later, ex Savage Dave. I have no beefs with him. I have no beefs with anybody. I don't have any qualms with anybody. Seriously, I respect everybody. I don't care what your past was. Keep your past off YouTube so people can't dox you and say nasty stuff, right? You guys know a lot about me, but I keep my personal life personal. That's why it's called personal. I don't get on Facebook and go, that's what I did last night, right? No, no, no. I don't do that shit. Nobody's business. I talk about my past experiences, about the deaths and stuff I've been through, and things like that, life's journeys, because there's many people out there that are hurting and don't want to come in the chat and talk about it because they don't know how to bring it up. They don't know how to maybe not overcome some of the pain they've been through. They don't know where to start. They're still carrying baggage back from 10, 15, 20 years ago, right? So I understand that kind of stuff. So if you don't want to go to somebody's channel. You don't have to. Um, just move on and let the person move on and grow, and that's it. You know. Maja, Dave got new subscribers. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad he's growing, Hannah. That's good. That's good. Oh, it's good. Positive vibes for Dave. Yep, absolutely. You can't. We all know you shouldn't judge, but we also know that we do all have an opinion. And I am in a lot of channels and see a lot of things being written, and I don't normally, or something said on a panel, and I don't normally like to put my opinion or my 2 cents in there, right? Because sometimes it wouldn't be nice. We all are entitled to an opinion, but also it's not my page, it's not my channel. I say what I want on my channel, but I respect everybody where I go. If you want to sit on your panel and say, oh, this guy's an idiot and he's never going to do good and he's never going to accomplish anything and he's this and he's that, so be it. It has nothing to do with me. I don't like you talking about all these people on YouTube, because they say if you haven't walked in my moccasins, you don't know what it's like, right? So, we just have to be mindful. Is the message I'm trying to get across to people. Be mindful and respectful, and if you don't like somebody, just leave it alone, because people are getting tired of hearing it. Dagmar says, we are making paprikas in the oven, stuffed with minced meat and lots of other veggies on the side. Oh, yummy, Dagmar. That sounds wonderful. Yummy, yummy. And it says, I've been staying away from drama for a while now. I haven't go to drama channels. Um, I do listen this time. Yeah, Hannah, just food for thought. You should listen the first time, not the second or third time. And I only say that to protect you, Hannah, because you just involve yourself in shit and say stuff. It's dangerous, seriously. You get targeted. And we're telling you that for a reason the first time. There's people behind the scenes that are trying to protect you. And you should really start listening to people. Like, they're doing it to protect you. They're not doing it to be mean to you or control you or anything. You know, sometimes there's just people on YouTube or in the real world that are wiser than the rest of us. And, there's just some people that don't understand it or affiliate themselves with it or are actually consuming what's going on. And, next thing you know, you're involved in the mix of the chaos and the bullshit, and you're right in there like a dirty sock. And I'm saying, don't get up on panels and do that. Just don't. And because it does affect your channel, it will, and it does. Because soon as you take sides with somebody on a live panel for thousands of people to watch, they now remember who you are, right? So I stay neutral. I said this to you, Hannah, behind the scenes. Many of us have. We stay neutral. Look up what the word means. I do not involve myself in anybody's chaos. I don't hate anybody. I don't dox anybody. I don't nothing. I just try to stay neutral, and I try to respect their channel when I go there. Right. And I don't go on a lot of panels. StreamYard is yucky. I tried to go on True's yesterday, invited me up, and my StreamYard was messed up. So everybody asks me to come up all the time. Maja, please come up, please come up. And I try, and then it doesn't always work. So, and I'm choosy at whose panel I go on to as well, right? So yeah, just be mindful, because once you say something or do something, you can't take it back. You're labeled. You're out there, right? We all know that. So I've been staying away from drama. Yep, that's good. You have to have really thick skin to deal with the drama here on YouTube. Yes, Dave Martin. And I've said that. And there's a few people that I know shouldn't even be on YouTube because they don't have the smarts or the knowledge or the understanding of what we're trying to say. You don't belong on YouTube, right? Don't bring your relationships on YouTube. Don't talk about your bullshit on YouTube. Don't even talk in somebody's chat with somebody about I just don't like that. I don't want it in my chat. It'll never happen. Keep your shit on your own channel. I don't want to hear about boyfriend, girlfriend arguing bullshit. This nonsense that I'm seeing on people's channels is just childish. We're not in kindergarten. My channel's 18 and up. Take your shit behind the scenes and deal with it. And it's YouTube. You haven't even met them in real life, right? I have an issue with that. Listen, I have an issue with that. Okay, you're arguing with somebody you've never met. It's just childish. I just don't get it. I lack patience in that department, people. When I see that going on in other people's chats, comments being made, so and so on the panel's making a comment. It's just take that shit off YouTube and take it behind the scenes. If you've never met them, you don't know them. Period. You only know of them, what they're saying. Right? So I have an issue with that shit. You really do need thick skin. I don't like drama anymore. You should never have liked drama, Hannah. That's what we're trying to tell you. That's what we've been trying to educate you on for months. I don't like drama anymore. You should never have liked it. It's not fun. You're not going to be the good girl or the good guy over there on a panel screaming and yelling at somebody else trying to defend them. It never works. Never. Never. When I seen you up there that day, I said to you behind the scenes, get the F off that panel. It is not looking good on you. There's a reason why we're saying it. Best to stay away from channels you think you will be hurt somehow. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Samantha. So wonderful to see you. I love your upside down face because that's how Maja feels right now. Dagmar says, hello, Samantha. Hannah says, Maja, I don't like being targeted, not evening worth it anymore. Well, you never should have liked it, Hannah. This is what we're trying to say. When you said, I've learned the third time, you should have learned the first time when me and you know who else behind the scenes try to educate you, but you don't listen. You have your own thoughts and you just go ahead and do whatever you want. And then look what happens. Shit show. And this is why people get angry at people because, hey, you want to do things your way and go into a shit show. Don't come to us with your drama and your bullshit. Don't want to hear it. Facts, Maja. I'm just saying it like it is, folks. This is who I am. I don't have patience for people when you're trying to help them. There's a serious reason why. And you just keep seeing them doing the same shit and they ignore you because they think you don't know what you're talking about, right? And boom, they wonder why the channel's not succeeding. There you go. There's why. Thank you, Dagmar. One of the things that makes me the most angry is when you're doing a stream that has nothing to do with any kind of drama. Yes, that's right. That's right. But it shouldn't make you angry if you're doing a stream that doesn't have any drama. One of the things that makes me the most angry is when you're doing a stream that has nothing to do with any kind of drama. Someone comes in the chat and starts bringing up a bunch of drama or starting fights with people. Yes, Samantha, I don't allow that shit in my show, honey, sweetie. You know that. I don't allow that. That's what I said. I've been on other channels that so-and-so's talking about supposedly their boyfriend that they never met. It's just a shit show. Keep that shit behind the scenes. Better yet, here's some advice for you folks out there, okay? Educate yourself, get your education, work on you, find out what makes you tick, love you first before you try to find a man or a woman, right? Look after you. You know, take care of your needs. Don't be needy. Don't be running to the first person that pays attention to you. That's dangerous, right? Because there's a lot of loopy poop people out in YouTube. We know that. But yeah, no, Samantha, I don't allow that in mine, right? So, and that's probably why I don't have a big chat. I've had chats sometimes at 20 and up, but they average like 12, 13, 14, 17, because I'm not a drama channel. I probably seem boring to people. Miss Hannah, curtsies do. Yes, thank you. I am really trying to listen Maja. That's good, Hannah. That's good. That's what we're here for. Try listening Maja. Link Dandy, hello on a short lunch. All right, Link. Enjoy your lunch. Dagmar, could you drop Link Dandy Paranormal's link for me, please? Hannah, Link, yes. Link Dandy. Eminem got 791. Yes, I've creeped up to 1, Link. I'm getting up there slowly. Eyes are creeping up there organically. That's right. Dagmar says, Link Dandy Paranormal. Good to see you. I hope you're enjoying your lunch. Link says, hello, Hannah. Matt Man the second, 30 likes. That's awesome. Thank you. I usually average usually 40 and up. The other day it was 54. Average, you know, because people come in, say hi, mingle, go to the other lives that are on, come back, kind of thing. It's all good. You only need one person in your chat to have a conversation. Thank you, Matt Man. I appreciate that. Link Dandy says Dagmar. Dagmar says Matt Man the second. And there, Dagmar has just put Link Dandy Paranormal's link. Welcome into the Seven Kings and Queens of my castle. And I was in somebody's chat the other day. Oh, it's raining here. And they used that welcome to the kings and queens in the castle. And I wrote right in their chat, that's my saying. So get your own. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. My kings and queens, I say that. Don't bring it into your chat and try to pretend you're me and copy me. I don't like that. This person's been doing that for a long time. Get your own goddamn saying. I don't like that. It's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I addressed it with them yesterday in their chat. And all I heard was, oh, Deb. No, it's my saying. Get your own, run your own channel. Stop copying me. I don't like it. Oh boy, it's really pouring down here, guys. I got my pet peeves. Trust you me. I keep an eye on things and I watch people and I'm everywhere. I'm like Dagmar. I'm in rooms you guys don't even know I'm in. Seriously, I'm in there lurking. Good to see you, Matt Man. Did we get Matt Man the second's link drop, please? I've been so busy. I'm sorry. Oh, Link, it's okay. Don't be sorry. It's YouTube. It is all good. I have a life too. I didn't go live all week for 2 or 3 days. I have a life, right? My life doesn't revolve around YouTube. Seriously, it doesn't. Like if they clear it tomorrow, you only need 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers. I can be monetized. Do I want to be? I don't know. It's not exciting me because I'm at 4,177 watch hours. I got my 4,000 right away. It's always the subs are hard to get, right? Subscriptions. But yeah, so. Maja, I don't copy, no, not one when I am run my own. Oh yeah, no, not you, Hannah. It's not you, hun. Yeah, I'm not talking about you, Hannah. I've been so busy. Yeah, I know the feeling, Link Dandy. That's right. Yeah, no, it wasn't about you, Hannah. No. Liked and shared. Thank you. Samantha B says, oh my gosh, it's hilarious. You say that. It bothers me too when people copy my web vlogs. I try to do my own thing purposely, so I'm not doing what everyone else does. Yes, Samantha, exactly. Like this person, I won't say who it is because you guys probably already know who the person is. I was in their live yesterday and they go, hey, kings and queens. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you saying that? That's my saying. This person copies everything I say. Go back and watch previous ones. They copy what I say. I addressed it yesterday right in the chat and I said, that is my saying. And I even said it today in my chat earlier, if you didn't hear it. Hello to my kings and queens. Come on into my castle. There are many rooms and lots of room for all. Yes. When you copy that, I'm going to be on your ass. That's my saying. I have never heard anybody else say it. If they do, hats off to them. But I've always said hello to my kings and queens because you guys all are my kings and queens. That's a fact. Don't copy. Pisses me off. Grow up. So yeah, I can relate to that, Samantha. Dagmar says, Matt Man, there you go. There's Matt Man's link, guys. Jump on, get connected if you're not. My chat's slow today. It is Friday. It's okay. There's many live. I don't look. I don't care. Come on in, jump in, give me a thumbs up, say hello. Samantha says, which makes it all the easier for me to notice when someone else is using my sayings or specific emoji signatures. Yes, Samantha, exactly. Right? They're looking for attention and trying to get the same kind of people over there. And no, people listen and they pay attention. That's my thing. That's my thing. Make up your own thing. Call your peeps your own thing. I've been doing this since I started YouTube. So, don't copy. People don't like that. Gives you a bad name. Sub to Samantha. Yes, thank you, Dagmar. Sub to Samantha. Welcome into the 8 people. Like I said, I get 2 in here, then it jumps to 4, then it went to 6. Now it's back up to 8 because different people come in, say hello, give Maja a thumbs up, and then they mingle around YouTube because, everybody's involved with different channels and that's just the way it goes. I'm at 31 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Anybody who hasn't given me a thumbs up, please do so. Today is Friday, June 23rd, fish and chip night tonight. Not a whole lot of plans tonight, just chilling. Have some things to do tomorrow. It's raining here. I'm glad. I love the rain. It's beautiful. So what is everybody's plans for the weekend? That's true, Masha. Yes, Hannah, absolutely. It is true. Yes. Yes. Don't copy people's stuff, man. Just don't, because, people don't like it. When you start doing that, trust me, people start labeling you. It gets around YouTube fast, right? And I don't know if it was because it was said because I showed up in the chat, but still, you just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So just thought I'd put that out there. We need rain too. Yeah, we've gotten rain. We're supposed to get rain again tomorrow. You guys know there's a lot of fires in Canada. The one in BC, they said it's going to be burning till the fall. Yep. It's just a shame. All that grass and trees and wildlife, and with all the technology, they can't find some kind of system to put in there. Oh, they say it's going to be expensive. Well, really? So you'd rather not spend that one time deal money and save our forests and our houses and our animals and the land, Or you'd rather see it burn down to the fall, keep burning to the fall. Just ridiculous. Maja, I get my packing done in my house. I've been busy with my stuff. Oh, that's cool. Hannah? Yes, and when are you moving, Hannah? Samantha says, which makes it all the easier for me to notice. That's right. Sayings and specifics, emoji signatures. Yep. Hannah says, that's true, Maja. Sub to Samantha, yes. No plans yet. All right, Link. Hannah says, my plan for the weekend, get more packing done and relaxing. Nothing much for me on the weekend. Not going swimming or anything. There must be some nice swimming holes there, right, Hannah? Where you're at? I like swimming. Molly, leave it. Mama. Mama. So yeah, we're planning a baby shower for my son and his beautiful lady. Their baby's due the end of September. The shower is the end of July. So I was thinking of games. I've got two games figured out. So I've been making notes of that, and we're looking at about 50 plus people that are going to be at this baby shower, and it's guys and girls, right? So and their kids. It's going to be fun. It's going to be expensive. Sounds like politicians all over the world, as long as their pockets are filled, it's good, I guess. Yep. Smith, thank you, Miss Dagmar. Mr. P is usually the one that's doing the streaming. Yeah, I was in there this morning, I believe. He had Jeff up there, I think. He's a nice guy. As long as it's okay with Maja, I'd rather have his link and remove mine. No, 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 Samantha. Hey, let's get Mr. P's link drop. Mike, yes, I was in his this morning. He had Jeff up there. Nice guy. I'm not sure if I'm linked to Jeff. I'm gonna have to check. Yep. It was a good stream. It wasn't dramatic or because that kind of just overwhelms me when I see that, right? I'm going to see my grandparents. Go ride my house at my grandparents' house for a weekend. You're going to ride my house at my grandma's house for the weekend. Nice, Hannah. Oh, your horse. Oh, nice. Horses are wonderful, beautiful animals, Hannah. Samantha says, oh, congrats. I love babies. I think mixed baby showers are the best. There's a bunch online ideas for games. We're only going to do two games. One of them's a string game. They got to guess the size of her stomach. And the second one, my daughter thought of is the one you can't say the name baby. And there's gift prizes for them, right? So yeah, we're only going to do the two because it's going to be over 50 people. You got your eating going on and then the gift opening. So we don't want it to be a 10-hour event, right? So it's going to be wonderful and fun. And I'll get to see some of my son's friends I haven't seen in a long time that he grew up with. And yeah, so, but normally they do a diaper party for the guys and then the girl has the shower. But this one's going to be for both of them. So, and I think it's nice because my son gets to sit there because it's his baby too, and he gets to watch or be involved with opening up the presents, right? So, yes. Dagmar sub to Mr. P. There you go, guys. Jump on. Jeff is a great person. Yes, he seems very nice, Samantha. I really liked his demeanor. Hannah, I have Black horse. He's a good horse, Majan. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. I love horses, Hannah. Yep. Dagmar says, yes, I subbed to Jeff today. Samantha, he seems like a nice person. Yep. Samantha says, thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I was in there when Jeff was there, and I can't remember who the other guy was that dropped off. I got in. The conversation had already started. I don't know how long, but yeah, Jeff seems like a really nice guy. Diaper party, never heard of that. Yes, Dagmar here in Canada and Ontario. All the guy that's having the baby, his buddies all put a diaper party on for him, and they all bring him diapers. Yeah, and it's just for the guy. But this party's going to be for both of them. It's called a diaper party. Yep, my son's been to a few of them for his friends that were expecting babies. It was really nice. Yep. So, but this one's going to be for him and for her, which will be nice. So it's the end of July. So the cake has been covered. The food, like the snacks and stuff, are covered. I think somebody was covering the pop and the water and the juice, but BYOB, if you want to bring your own booze, you're welcome to. That's on you, right? So the snacks and decorations are covered for everything's covered. Just a few other small things, right? Decorations and that's covered in the plates and all that. So it's going to be nice. It's going to be a barbecue, sweet and simple. Yeah. So, and I'm not going to say on here about the cake because I don't know if she's watching or listening to me. So I'm not going to say what's going on the cake. It's something that I preferred um, for obviously reasons. And yeah, so that with that being said, I won't say anything else about the cake. I bet you go and enjoy the party, Maja. Yes, I am, Hannah. Do you have any plans for 4th of July? Hannah, our Canada Day here is July 1st. That's our holiday. And then yours is July 4th. No plans. There are a lot of Canadians that do celebrate July 4th here because a lot of our Canadians are from America, right? So, yeah, here it's July 1st is our holiday. Yours is July 4th. No plans yet. I'd like to do something, a barbecue maybe. There'll be fireworks going off. Maybe go down to the pier and do some fishing. Just do something. Get out of the house is the point, right? Dave Mar says yes. Don't tell spoilers. Yeah, no, because I never know if she's in here listening, right? She will pop in once in a while. Her name's Amanda. Um, she will pop in once in a while and say hello to Maja. But yeah, so the pregnancy's going okay. She's trying to be careful and take it easy and stuff, right? So it's one day at a time, one prayer at a time, so I'm very excited, very, very excited. I'd like to be, uh, I don't know if she's going to be induced. She might be because, or a date might be set because she usually has her kids late. We have July 21st. Okay, Dagmar, cool. So yeah, I would like to be in town when that day comes, um, and see baby minutes after it's born and take pictures, of course, and brag. Because grandma's going to have bragging rights, right? So I think baby's going to be dark. Probably not as dark as my son, but I think baby's going to be dark because the genetics on my kid's side are pretty strong, right? We have French and Native, and so my kids came out really, really dark, dark, dark hair. Yep. So, so yeah, I think baby's going to look like daddy, like my son. But there is blonde on my side of the family as well. So we'll just see. Does your son and daughter-in-law live close by Maja? Yes, my son's only an hour and a half away, which is close. Yep. I bet you have grandson or granddaughter. I know you said we can't guess, Maja. Yeah, I know what the sex of the baby is. Haven't done a gender reveal yet. Um, so yeah, that's still kind of in the works. So I'm just waiting. She ain't due for baby till September, so I'm just waiting. Not sure how I'm gonna go about it. Like the easiest, cheapest way I'd like to do it. So, hmm yeah. So yeah, my son is only an hour and a half away. My daughter lives in the same town as I do. and my son's girl, I call her my daughter. Yeah, they're an hour and a half away. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not too far. Oh God, no, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. It's just, yeah, it's a quick highway and you're there. Yeah, it's not far at all. Mm-hmm. And one of my best friends lives in town too, so she's coming. I get to see her. Your kids, it's close to you, not far, Maja. Yep, that's right. They're very close. Yep. Yes, they are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, an hour and a half's not far. Nope, get a coffee and away you go. Still not stop raining, just a little mist coming down. I'm gonna take the dogs out after. Um, Here in Belgium, you drive from one side of the country to the other. Border is 5 hours. Everything is close by here. Wow, that's cool. That's nice. That makes it a nice day outing, right? Samantha, this is during my baby shower, they did these big see through balloons that had small toys, glitter, string inside of them, pacifiers, tiny rattles, teethers, car seat clips, etc. One with one hair. Oh, wow, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. You'd need the strong balloons for that, though, right? Yeah, you just gave me an idea. You just gave me an idea. Where's my list? You just gave me an idea. Okay, where's my list for that party? It's here somewhere. I just keep a book with me. I write everything down, man. My pen and my book is my memory. Yes. Here we are. Okay. That's a great idea. I like that. I wrote that down. That's awesome. I thought those were very creative. Yeah, I wrote it down. That's awesome. And if you don't drive from the north to the south, it's a 3 hour drive. We are a very small country in Europe. Awesome. I love the small countries. Samantha says, so I guess it's like a certain type of balloon, and they have these big rings that allow you to keep the balloon's edge open, and that's how big stuffs they stuff them. Okay, I'll look for them at the party store here. Dagmar says, "Oh, that's a really cool. Yeah, it is very cool. I wrote it down. That's awesome. Even if I just do three of them, it'll be nice just to fill them up, right? Something different. Yep, 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 yep. And then the stick that you put them on too, you'd want the balloon to be upright so you can hang it. That's a good idea for Maji to do at party. Yes, absolutely. That sounds like fun. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. So the shower's the end of July, and then she's due, I think it's September. Why do I want to say the 29th? Yeah. September 29th or 26th. Something like that, anyways. Close to the end of July. Yep. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Still got 3 kings and queens in my castle. People are just coming and going. Still at 31 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it looked like it stopped raining out there. It's not even drizzling now. That rain didn't last long. A whole freaking 10 minutes, if that. So tonight it's Friday. It's fish and chips for supper with lemon and tartar sauce. Yum, yum, yum. And coleslaw, of course. So yeah, we're not going to go crazy on the games because, like I said, we're going to be eating. She still has to do the gift opening. You know what I mean? Maybe one other game. There's going to be over 50 some people there too, right? So yeah, I think the count's at 53 or something now. These are people with kids as well. The kids are coming, so it's going to be fun. And some of these kids I haven't seen since they were born, or at all, because they're my son's friends he grew up with. Who are now in their own relationships and have little families. So I'll get to see their kids, which will be nice. So yes, welcome to the 5 in the castle. So yeah, I started out my stream talking about the uh the 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 5 folks that died, which is quite sad. Wendy Rush, you can find her on Facebook. She's the living spouse of the guy that died on the Ocean Gate. It's always nice to hang out here. Masha, very relaxed. Oh, thank you, Dagmar. I'm just relaxed too. I'm just laying on the couch. My back's been bothering me. So yeah, that's just really sad. Like I said, it's sacred ground, people. Leave the Titanic alone. Stop on these, you know, adventures people want to go on, the temptation and stuff. Masha, I was feeling dizzy yesterday. Oh, Hannah. Could be, Hannah, you need to eat something. You need to drink lots of fluids, eh? And I don't mean pop, because pop is never good to drink excessively. Lots of water. Drink lots of water. Put some lemon juice or fresh pieces of lemon in it. I love that. I could drink it all day. Um, and yeah, keep yourself nourished, right? That's your body telling you something. And you could have been hungry too. Just because you ate 4 hours before doesn't mean it's your body says you need some nutrients, right? And always keep an eye out for diabetes because that's usually the one of the signs of becoming diabetic is dizzy, right? Yeah, uh, there wasn't a bunch of them, only a corporal, but they still stick in my mind because I was so different. They were hung up from the center tent like a bouquet and then did streamers in the corners. That's awesome. Yeah, you don't need a lot of them, right? Me and my husband are sitting outside enjoying the nice weather, eating dinner. Oh, that's so nice, Dagmar. It's wonderful. Yeah, you're right, Maja. Yes, absolutely. Yes, you have to make sure, Hannah, you pay attention. It's your body telling you something. You need to eat something, whether it's a sandwich, some crackers, if it's before dinner. Fruit's good. Have a piece of fruit if you got apples or oranges in the house. Here, it's always bananas, grapes. I've got apples here. I had nectarines last week. So just be careful though. Fruit is a natural, so you have to be careful. You don't got to watch your sugar. Like eating a piece of fruit and having a pop are two different things, right? So, when I worked at a factory, we had a death there because of the heat, the extreme heat in this factory. You guys would, you guys would die if you knew like the conditions that we used to work in. And this guy Kim died, and so they brought in a lady, a specialist, and she was talking about the heat and what to do and not do. And she said one of the things to never ever do is to drink pop on the job when it's hot, or construction workers don't grab a pop, grab a Powerade, a Gatorade, or water. Sugar is the worst thing for you in the heat. There's repercussions, right? So be mindful. Drink a nice cool glass of water with some lemon or lemon juice in it. It's much better for you. Bring it in your water bottle to work, right? You know, or if they have a water fountain there, fill up your thermos with the water from the water fountain, and have some fresh lemon, carry it in a baggie, and drop it in. The idea is to quench your thirst, not to make you more thirsty, right? Um, Maja, I know you were eating on your live. Yes, I was eating a caramel cake. Maja knows 9 out of 10 times if you're feeling dizzy, it's going to be a hydration related. Yes, it is. Yeah, I know when to eat. Like this morning, I didn't have anything extravagant. I ate a cinnamon raisin toasted bagel, and I had a fruit cup, and then just a while ago I ate a caramel cake. So probably another hour I'm going to be hungry. I have carrot sticks cut up in the fridge in water, and I like them cold. That's what I eat. Plus, I'm trying to really watch my smoking, so I've been eating my carrot sticks. The worst time is after I eat. So Gatorade, yes, those electrolytes are so necessary. That's right. Yep, yep. Don't be so quick to grab a pop. If your parents are one to buy cases and cases of pop, ask them not to. Say, listen, can we substitute this for, Gatorade or Powerade and some fresh lemon or lemon juice in a bottle? You know what I'm saying? Those little steps mean a lot. I'm guilty. I don't drink enough water sometimes, but then I know I'm like, okay, got to get the water in you. And like there was a day, Monday, it was so hot. I just couldn't. It's Thursday all day, nonstop, nonstop drinking water, nonstop. So that's your body telling you something, right? Carrots is good to eat. Oh, I love carrots. I love carrots. I also love broccoli and cauliflower, but never raw, other than a broccoli salad. I do make broccoli salads, and they're wicked and they're to die for. And they're crunchy, and the dressing is just fantastic. But raw, I really love my raw carrots. Yep, and when I do cook them for dinner, I love them cooked with my dinner. I could eat them every night for my dinner. I always make a little extra because my dogs love them as well. So they're very good for your dog as well. I'm not really a fan of water, but I can do sweet tea, especially peach tea. Oh, baby, yeah. I don't think I've ever had peach tea. I've had many herbal teas. I like red rose, and I like mint or spearmint teas. Yum. There's teas you can get to have before you go to bed to relax you. I love tea. Only at night, though. It's weird. It's coffee in the day and tea at night. And tea and hot chocolates mostly in the wintertime, right? But I did have a tea last week. I was really craving a cup of tea, so I had one last week. And I leave my bag in, especially if you're having a herbal tea, leave the bag in, folks. Don't waste it. The longer it sits in that hot water and soaks, the more better and fermented it is for you. You're getting all the natural what you need from the herb, right? If you're just dipping it and taking it out, you might as well just pour hot water in your cup and drink it. Leave it in there and let it soak. And I remember you were saying you were hot, Masha. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, some days I get hot. Just, I can't cool down. Yep. So right now I don't even have the fan on. I just have the fan for the outside that takes the heat and stuff from in here, sucks it out, and I got the ceiling fan on. I don't even have the stand up fan on. It's really nice in here. I'm only hot because I'm wearing this shirt. I don't normally like shirts like this when I'm hot. I wear just the. So yeah. I drink a lot at work. I have it in a bottle in front of me. That's good. You need it. Yep. Yeah, my husband loves the. Oh yes, chamomile tea is good. Honey, chai, turmeric, lavender. To me, it depends. Lavender, I don't know about that one. I know that one's good for you, but I think I've had that one or smelt it, and I didn't care for the smell. I don't know what it was, but all the other ones, yes. Certainly, if you leave it in there too long, it starts to taste bitter. Yes, not too long, but you want it nice and dark and ferment it, right? So, because you want all the herbs that are in that tea bag. But I forgot to drink when I'm at home, though. Yes, of course we do. Yes. Yep. I wish that I enjoyed water. It doesn't quench my thirst, though. It just makes my stomach feel full and my mouth still feels thirsty. I know that doesn't make sense, but yeah, no, that it makes perfect sense for a lot of people, Samantha. Try putting lemon juice in it or a piece of fresh lemon, or you can also cut up an orange in slices and throw it in there. It's lovely. It's very refreshing. I buy these drinks. I forget what you call them. You can get peach and orange and lime. There's absolutely no sugar in them, and I've been buying those, and they're good. The peach is my favorite. It's not something I can drink fast though, because I don't know what it does. Something weird to my gut, but there's no sugar in it, and it's very refreshing if you put it in a glass with some ice. So yeah, there's a lot of good drinks out there. If you're not a water drinker, like I said, buy the little I don't know what you call those little things with the drops in it. You can put them in your water. You can get lemonade, grape, fruit punch. I hate fruit punch, anything. I don't drink any fruit punch, or I don't like the dyes. They're not good for you. So I usually get the lemonade one, or the grape one's good. And you just put a couple drops of those in your water and you're good to go. Yep, you're good to go. Yep. Also good. Always good. Oh, thank you, Hannah. That's nice of you. It's good seeing you too, girly girl. When everybody, Hannah, when anybody, gives you a message, just it's a message, to help you and protect you. It's never to do the opposite, right? So it's always to try to make you wiser than what you are, because we're all wise in our own ways, right? And some people need extra protection because they're easier targets and stuff. So, and we don't like seeing that. So we try to protect. And I always say knowledge is power, right? I don't know. I don't have the answers to everything. Let me tell you, I'm not a pro. I'm not. I have my flaws. People have my flaws. I can be very impatient. Um, but I also know what my good points are too, right? Try to stay away from the drama, Hannah. Yes, that's right. Yep. So you don't get involved with it. Like I said, I've been in streams, and there's people on the panel. There's many channels. Dagmar knows a lot of them. We don't say them in here though, but and they're up there discussing something or somebody, or and I never comment and say, "Hey, yay, yes, I agree with you," or "Yeah, that person." I really, really try strongly to refrain from saying anything, and um, everybody's channel that I go to, they all know me. They all know Ma's just coming in to say hi. You ain't gonna see her saying much, right? So, and I don't, because it ain't my stuff and it ain't my page and it ain't my channel. You got to stay neutral, be kind, and the people will still come over and see you, right? So I just try not to judge. I just, I can have my opinion, but I don't put it out there often, right? Thank you, Hannah. Oh, you always give me good advice, Masha. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you. It's just to help. That's all it is. People give me advice too, Hannah. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of us talk behind the scenes with people on YouTube, and you discuss things, and you can agree to a disagree. You can have an opinion. You can try to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? So we also have to remember to be mindful. If somebody's feeling overwhelmed or overbearing or whatever, leave them be. Just don't overwhelm them with nonsense and dumb questions, and it just gets to be a lot on the brain, right? So Maja, you seem like you're getting nappy. No, I'm not nappy, Hannah. I'm just chilling. It's a cool day here. The sun went down. I'm just chilling on the couch. That's it. I'm not nappy. I have been up since 6 a.m. So 8 hours now I've been up. I think Maja is the best person here on YouTube to trust, Hannah. Thank you, Dagmar. I just say it like it is, guys. I'm really a no nonsense person. I wouldn't go in somebody else's chat and view my opinions because we all know what'll happen, right? It seems when the women on YouTube open their mouth, it becomes a shit show and they start targeting them and you know what, and you know what, and you know what. And there are some that wouldn't actually judge me. They'd be going, "Yay, Mama, Maja," right? But yeah, I just try to refrain from that because it's not good for your psyche, is it? It's really not good to, and Dagmar knows what I'm talking about. Dagmar is everywhere I am. Dagmar and I are swear we're ghosts for each other because I'll show up, she'll be there, or vice versa. And we try to support as many as we can. And I know for a fact that both of us don't like a lot of stuff that we're hearing, but we don't say too much. At least I don't. Sometimes I'll throw in the odd thing, but I have a way about using my words not to offend anybody, right? So, you know, just have to be mindful, right? And it says, yeah, you're right, Dagmar. I know that's true. Yes. So, and I'm not perfect. I don't ever claim to be perfect or the best person on YouTube or the best this, best that. Hell no, man. Everything is about a learning curve and a journey. And, you know, um, you make a little boo boo or a mistake and you try to resolve it and fix it. And, I always say no answer is ever stupid, or sorry, no question is ever stupid to ask because that's why it's called a question. And a question gives you knowledge and power, So if you have a question about something, you ask it. That's the only way you're going to know, or you research it, right? So, Mr. P just got home. Going to greet him. I know he's hungry too. Thanks for the giving us a space to hang out, Miss Masha. You're very welcome, Samantha. And tell Mr. P Masha says hello and great stream this morning. Thank you, thank you. Masha, I'm trying to learn from you and everyone else. Yes, absolutely. Yep, yep. And you got to be mindful of your reactions when people talk. Like, don't laugh when you shouldn't be laughing. Be serious when you're supposed to be serious, but still enjoy yourself and have fun, right? And don't talk about your personal relationships and things in people's chat ever. Even if the host brings it up, you don't bring it up. Do not talk about it. If people don't like hearing about it, it's just nonsense. It's not. You do that shit behind the scenes, private in your phone, and don't bring it in the chat because, especially if you've never met the person, to me, they're invisible. You don't even know them. Anybody can bullshit you on YouTube. Anybody can say, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. I can be this, I can be that, or I'm doing this and I'm doing that. You don't know squat about them. You ain't with them. You ain't living with them. They could be doing the complete opposite. So meet a real person in real life in your town, not on the internet ever, right? Because there's a lot of sickles on the internet. We know that. So take care of you first. Find out what your interests are. Get your education. Love yourself. Learn about yourself, and then and only then, when you as we mature, because we keep maturing. Even it doesn't matter your age, right? And that comes with the knowledge that we're learning as we get older each year, right? Each year we have a birthday. Knowledge is power. So take care of you first. Don't be running in anybody's arms. Don't be needy. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Look after you first. Because if you're not complete and don't love yourself, how do you think someone else is going to accept you? And then that's where the abuse comes in. You allow people to abuse you and disrupt your life. And yeah. So do you take care of you first before you bring anybody into your life, right? So yeah, it's just my advice. I will say something to one certain person, but the rest of the time I don't mingle in the BS. That's good. Yep. That's cool, Dagmar. Do as you want, sweetie. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It is all good. Dagmar says, see you later. Samantha, have a nice day. Yes. Hannah says, you're right, Maja. Yes, absolutely. Get to know you. A relationship is a very serious connecting or being with another human being is a lot of work. It is not a game. It's not about moochie moochie, kissy kissy. Oh, I like you, or I. No, there's more involved in it. Like you got to be able to communicate, like wholly, really communicate, know the person, know their interests, vice versa. There's got to be compromising. There has to be patience. There's so much involved in a relationship. It's not everything. It's not all peaches and cream. How are you going to solve it when you have an argument? Why are you arguing? What are you arguing about? What brought it up? Where are the triggers? Why are there triggers? There's so much involved. Like I said, it's not just about meeting somebody and laying down with them. And that's another issue I have. I'm old school. You don't go to bed with anybody the first time you meet them, the first month, the first 2 months. If you want to trust a man, you don't give them that. You don't give them that. If they like you enough, they're going to stick around and they're going to respect you. You keep all that other deep shit out of the situation, right? Get to know each other first. God, I could talk 5 months about relationships. You know what I'm saying? Get to know you. You don't know you. How do you think the guy's going to know you? Right? It's not just about, hey, how are you? How was your day? Like, what are the parents like? Like, are you meeting each other's family? Are your parents and his parents collaborating? Are you just meeting up for dinner? Are you discussing stuff? Like, it's just there's a lot involved. A lot involved. So, got to do your homework. Meet a real person in real life, not somebody on the internet. Just stay away from that. That's just too dangerous. And some people are more easily led and used and abused than others, right? We all know that. So, um, that's my advice for the day. So yeah, but no, there's some really good channels out there. Um, I learn a lot, and I always said, and I've said this before, I don't want a drama channel, nor do I want to be involved in it. Right. So now what I've done is step back and watch people, and I'm not advising anymore. I'm not giving out advice. I'm not nothing. You want to bury yourself? Go right ahead. I'm not advising anybody. If you want to go on somebody's panel, involve yourself, and then wonder why YouTube now hates you or these channels don't want to come and support you. I don't have anything to do with it, nor do I want anything to do with it. I don't like drama. So, yeah. Yes, you can like someone for a few weeks, but then you start seeing them true self popping up, and a bit of times you are like, nah, not my cup of tea. Oh, Dagmar, I've said that. I've said that. Yep. I've unsubscribed to some people. Their names are still going out there strong in YouTube land. It's just sick. I'm just so tired of hearing that name. Oh my God. God, oh, can't you guys have a normal stream? Like, and you'll see there's only 5 or 6 thumbs up. There's 46 people listening to these particular channels. Their thumbs up are never come close to mine. I'm at 34 right now, and I've only been live for 2 hours. And these streams go for 3, 4, 5 hours. It's just, what does that tell you? Right? It's like boring. It's boring. Right? Old. It's getting old. So, but yeah, I don't say anything. It's their show, their channel. Do what you want. Like I said, I respect everybody. I just still think people should make better choices, right? But what? Who am I? Who am I? I'm just this little girl on YouTube, little woman on YouTube who puts the camera on and just talks her truth, right? Mm-hmm. For sure. So, but yes, it is Friday. This month is just flying. We've got our holiday July 1st, which is Canada Day. There's always different things going on around my city. So I don't know what the plans are. Would mind going. I think some of our downtown, they block it off so you can sit out in the patio and have something to eat or drink. Check out the shops. Because I like supporting like you know, the little businesses, the mom and pop shops. So I haven't looked up what is going to be going on in our city yet for July 1st, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of things. Every city does their different things. So, Maja, you're not boring. You have good lives every time. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Hannah. Like I said, I just turn on the camera. I don't know all of the legalities. I don't have anything in my background. I'd like to learn all that. Like put a background on when I'm live, have music going, have a disclaimer on the bottom about certain topics, things like that. Thank you for the hearts. That's pretty. Um, but matter. People still come to my chat with or without that. Does it really matter? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm still trying to figure out my emails. I can't get emails in my inbox, which sucks because I've got important emails I'm waiting for and I'm not receiving them. I don't know what's going on. Junk's going into my email or my inbox instead of the opposite. So I've been days trying to figure this out because I'm not tech savvy. So yeah, so that's been frustrating me. So besides that, what's new, guys? What's new? I'm just gonna go to the kitchen for a sec. 1 second. Ugh. Here's my carrots. I cut my carrots up and I keep them in a glass container in the fridge. Yeah, because I like my carrots cold. And then I eat them in place of a cigarette. There's me carrots floating around. Yep. Have you tried get into your email? No. I can get into it, Hannah. What's happening, if I understand it correctly, you go into Microsoft, sign in, and it takes you to your email. The email I've always ever used is showing, but my friend tried to send me something and it didn't go through, and it was 2 days ago. So what in the F is going on? I don't understand it. I'm expecting important emails and they're not coming through. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, some of the stuff I looked up, it just confuses me, right? Mm, tap email account you want to make changes to select settings you want. Turn on alerts. Under mail, there's notifications. I didn't see that. Change mail notifications to all. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. No, she didn't. No, I know what she sent me. And I've deleted stuff and moved stuff. So also, it says I ran out of space. And every time I look, it says I got to buy space. I'm like, I'm not paying for space. So I got rid of, deleted a whole bunch of crap, moved shit, deleted shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got to your email inbox, see who emailed you, mom. Yeah, nobody. The only thing I'm getting all my notifications for YouTube on my laptop right here on the right. Mm, but before, whenever I got an email, it came right up on the right and I'd seen it and click on it. Nope, that's not happening. And your friend didn't. Mm, mm-mm. She showed me what she sent and I didn't get it. I went right into my email and sent her a hello. She didn't get that neither. So definitely settings. Now they just did upgrades on my. You know how your computer does upgrades? Every time that happens, my shit gets messed up. Every single time. It's annoying. Mm-hmm. It is strange. Yep. Mm. Everything else is fine on my computer. But like I said, when she told me she sent something, usually within seconds, I get a notification right here on my laptop on the right. Nothing came up. Wow. I'm not tech savvy. I wish somebody was here that was. Mm, I might get my daughter's friend to come over and check it for me. But yeah, didn't get her email from 2 days ago, and I sent her one. She didn't get it. All I said was hi to see if she'd get it. She didn't get it. Weird. Yep. Not raining anymore. Oh, hi, John Paul. I'm still here. Got to go to the hospital. My sister got an infection, so it won't be in Brooklyn's live stream. Okay, I'll let her know, John. Oh, God, she's got an infection. Where, buddy? Hi, Hebrew. Oh, gosh, John, that's too bad. Hmm. I'll tell you, but for the grace of God, I've had many operations, never had one issue ever. I hope she's okay, buddy. I'm good. How are you, Hebrew? Hebrew, good to see you. Oh, Staples. Yeah, depends what staples they put it in, John. Ouchie, ouchie. And we know some areas are actually more sweatier than others too, right? So, yeah, you can get some bacteria in there. And yeah, she's always live when I'm eating dinner, Hannah, or cooking. Yep, that's cool. I'll be there. Mm-hmm. Yep, Brooklyn Ship's gonna be live at 6:30 Eastern time, guys. Mm. I wish my StreamYard was better because I wanted to do StreamYard today and have Medicup, but I tried to go on True's yesterday and it was a mess, all crackling. But he said you can take your laptop, your StreamYard, and just plug it right into your box. I didn't know that. I haven't done it. Good to hear, Hebrew. Good to hear, Hebrew. Got plenty of sleep last night. Well, that's wonderful. Papa Will, hello, hello. Hmm. You're welcome, Papa. You're welcome. Good afternoon, Mayhem, and thank you for all the great messages you left me. You're very, very welcome. And I got more and more to leave. A lot more. Hello, my dear. Dagmar says, oh, that's great, Hebrew. Hopefully it will be like that for the rest of the nights. Yes. Mm-hmm. No worries, Papa. I sure got lots to watch. But you gotta make your subscription stick. You gotta watch people's stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Awesome, Hebrew. Yep, Kristen and I watched a movie, then we passed out. It was great. And Dagmar says, hey, Papa Will. I'm just eating some carrots, guys. I got some carrots. I like them cold in the fridge. I just put them in a glass container. It's better I eat a carrot than smoke a cigarette. So I'm doing a munch, a munch, a munch. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, but my brain is going, eat a carrot or smoke a smoke, eat a carrot or smoke a smoke. This is great. You and I stuck. We got each other. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's wonderful. I'm going to use my laptop thing so I can put you guys higher. There we go, because I'm bending down and that's better. There we go. There. Dagmar, do you want to drop Papa's link? Yep, that's what I'm doing, Papa, eating carrots. mm, I like them cold in the fridge, so I cut them, wash them, and then they go in the fridge. I'm not a fan of room temperature carrots. They always stay in the fridge cold, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. I prefer my apples cold. My fruit cups cold. I don't like room temperature. All right, Hebrew. I've got to get ready for the day. Got to make a trip into town. Okay. Thank you, Dagmar. I appreciate that. Some things just taste better cold. Yes, they do. And apples is one of them. And grapes. I got grapes in the fridge. They're cold. Okay, Huber, always good to see you. Dagmar, thank you. Yep. My one dog likes the boy. He likes raw carrots, but the other one doesn't. My girl don't. No, she's really different. Like there's certain things she won't eat, and certain things you won't. You can give my one, but you can't give the other one because she'll throw up. Her stomach's really different, right? So, but Jacob likes his carrots. I'm surprised he's not over here bugging me. Yep, it's up to Papa Will. There you go. Thank you, Dagmar. Mm. My dog loves carrots as well. Cool. What kind of dog again, Dagmar? I know you said before about. Welcome to the Six Kings and Queens in my castle. Oh, it's starting to rain again. Oh, chocolate Labrador. Oh, they're beautiful. Nice dogs. Mm-hmm. Very good with people and kids. Mm. Well, kids are people. You know what I mean. They're good with children. That breed. So are shepherds. Last year we had cherry tomatoes in our garden, and for some reason they disappeared. Guess who ate them all? Oh my god! Really? I thought tomatoes were bad for dogs because they're acidity. That's hilarious. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is, Hannah. It is very good with ranch. Yep. Yep. I also like cucumber dressing too. It's good on a salad. Instead of ranch, you have cucumber. I got cucumber in the fridge too. Yes, they are not that good for a dog. Yeah, no, it can really mess your stomach up. And grapes too. Even though your dog eats them, they're not good for you. They're your dog. I mean, mm, they say it's toxic because they just don't break down their acidity. Anything acidity, right? Oranges, grapes, tomatoes. Mm, chocolate too is not good for dogs. I've never given my dogs chocolate. It's too good to share, and why would I? You don't want your dog being diabetic. You know what I mean? I think my daughter's Shih Tzu one time got into a chocolate bar and she was fine, but I'm sure it upset her stomach. Still not worth the risk, right? This new thing is running around with our candles who are on the terrace. Oh my god! That's funny. We didn't plant the tomatoes anymore. He's eating everything. Oh my god. Yeah, is there any way you can put some kind of fencing Dagmar around it? I mean, buck store or something? Put some fencing? You guys want to see my old trolls? I've showed these before. Some of them. It's hilarious that we talk about trolls on YouTube. Here's as well, Dagmar. I used to collect trolls, guys. I had a collection over like 900 of them. And when I was a kid, these are the kinds of things that we played with. These are original dams. The guy couldn't afford to buy his kids any toys, so he started making them. Russell Dam. And this is what he calls, there's one collection, it's called Russell's, which I have some of those. These are original dams. I'm selling them all. These ones go for a lot of money on eBay, but I'm not interested in big dollar signs, you know what I mean? But I sold quite a bit of my collection, and I still have just over 100 to sell. But these are the ones that are more expensive because they're original dams, right? Original clothing, they're hard bodied. So there's one. They're hard bodied, right? There's two. They're all unique, and they're like, people find them creepy. Some people call them creepy. But the guy couldn't afford toys, and this is what he did. He decided to make his own, and that's why they're called dams. That was his name, right? So these ones are worth more than my other ones, but they're all different, come in different colors, different hair colors, different expressions. But these are what we played with when I was a little girl back in the day, guys. These are all original toys from back in the, 70s and 80s. So yeah, I'm selling out in the mall. I want to let somebody else enjoy them. This one's supposed to be I don't know what you call this, ladybug or something. The coat, you see the coat? So they all have different hair color, different eye colors. The dams are pretty well, their eyes are all the same. That's why they're, there's this one. This ain't the original for this one, I don't believe, because they weren't back in that day, but yeah, you know what people are doing? They're taking the heads off the bigger ones. I have big ones too. I have doll one, lifelike ones. They take the heads off the medium-sized ones, are this big, and they put plants right in them and sit them in their garden. Oh my God, amazing. People went crazy, crazy, crazy doing that when they were buying them off me. Then there's this one. And you can do what you want with their hair, right? Like you can make it up like this. You can put a ponytail. You could do what you want. A lady bought almost $200 worth of these off of me for her daughter who had never seen them before. The lady, like myself, used to have these growing up. She wanted her daughter to experience them. So her daughter was at school. She was like 12. And she got a shelf and put it in her room. And she came by and picked out all the ones she wanted. Came back for more. Put the shelf up. And her daughter went ecstatic when she got home. She had them all laid out. Now there's I have little wee ones. I have ones this size. I have ones this size. I have big ones. I also have earrings. These are real earrings you can wear. See the earrings? These are real troll earrings. I got everything trolls. You guys have no idea. It's just crazy, but I'm wanting to get rid of them. There's these ones. This one's like it sits on its side. Look, these are actual earrings, right? And I think the big one here is here. He's 2 feet. I'll show you him if he's handy. I'll grab him. But I've got all different. I've got dolls. I've got you name it. I'm selling them all. I'm trying to find a buyer in Canada, because I don't know what it would cost me to mail to the States. Because of the weight and stuff, right? Let's see if I can find. Here he is. He's one of the biggest, and these are rare to find. These are very, very rare to find. You can find them on eBay, but you're going to pay an arm and a leg. See this guy? Look how big he is. He's Henry. I call him Henry. Some little kid would love this one because she could be sitting on the couch like this. The thing's bigger than her. This one's got blue eyes. These are hard to find separately in a store. You can get them on eBay, but you're going to pay a lot of money. But yeah, here's Henry. Isn't he cute? He's big. You see the difference? I got little ones, great big ones, tall ones. My and once he ate almost a kilo of the Easter Bunny chocolate. That was for kids. She had to go to the hospital with him, though. Yeah, oh yeah, it can be deadly to dogs. Yes, I had those trolls as well as a kid. I love them. They are non. Yeah, exactly. You got lots of trolls, Maja, collection of them. Oh, they're so cute. He's cute. Yeah, he's Henry. I named him Henry. So yeah, he's a biggie, and these ones are hard to find. But like I said, you can go on eBay and see how much these things cost. I have original dams, but I don't want to charge what eBay does because also eBay takes a cut, people, when you sell stuff on there, right? So yeah. I also I love anything Charlie Brown. Anything to do with Charlie Brown, I love. I've had these for a while. I've got these two guys. They're not trolls, but these are squeakies. But yeah, this is because I love, like I said, I like Shirley Brown. I got all kinds of stuff, but I'm getting rid of it all now, guys, because I just want somebody else to enjoy it. You know. But I've got a whole bins of trolls in here. Whole trolls. This is a really old Snoopy. This is a really old Snoopy. It's plastic. It's a really old one. Oh, yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. Like I said, I'm getting rid of it all. I want to sell it all. My trolls, my let someone enjoy it. I grew up with trolls. Yeah, I loved ET. Oh, I liked ET. Oh my God, ET phone home. Drew Barrymore. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Hey, Masha and chat. Hi, see you later. How you doing, Dave? How are you? Good to see you. Hello, everybody in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Sorry, I'm just eating a carrot. Hey, Dave, what's new, buddy? Hey, Hannah. You ever heard about Etsy, Masha? It's also an online platform where you can sell things. Don't know if they take a cut. I'll look it up. I've heard of it. eBay takes a cut now, so it's like I'm not selling my shit. I'll lose money. Plus, I gotta mail it unless, like, see, some people will pay for they'll add the mailing cost in there. Or split it with you, right? If they want the products that enough, they'll say, hey, I'll split for half of the mailing cost, right? I've had people in the States want my stuff, but it's expensive to mail there. Plus the mailing cost. Holy shit! I'm not making any money. You know. Because trolls, I mean, the little ones don't weigh much, but when you start filling up a box, it does. It's sad that the builders of that sub haven't been able to spend enough time making sure that the sub would be able to go back and forth for decades. Digmar says, hey, I'll see you later. Arsenio says, hey, Digmar, yeah, we were talking about that, Papa. I was talking about that when I first started my live. $500,000 to go down in this thing the size of a van with a porta potty in it. You basically can't even look out the window because they've got a screen there and they're just basically filming it as they're going by. So Wendy Rush is the guy that died, is his wife. She's on Facebook. She was the great-great-granddaughter of Isadora and Isa Strauss that owned Macy's. They both died on the Titanic. How ironic is that? And Titanic and the Ocean Gate apparently went down at the same time, 1:30. That's another coincidence. Just weird. So, and it is Isidore and Isa Strauss, they were really wealthy. They were married in 1904. They were on the Titanic and died. They died together. Same scenario. The captain was warned on the Titanic and ignored it, and so did. Apparently, Wendy was launched in a boat next to this thing when it was going down with a remote control. So she watched it go down. The wife, right? Wendy Rail Rush. She's from Seattle, Washington. She's posted a lot of stuff on her Facebook about the Ocean Gate. She has a Facebook account. March 2017 is when they first started building it or trying to launch it. And the price for that was 15129. Mm-hmm. So I went 4,000 miles off Newfoundland. The company was being sued by a couple in Florida. They gave them $200,000 for a trip that never happened. Crazy. David Lockridge was the guy that was fired because he just felt the thing wasn't safe and nobody would listen to him, so they fired him. And Wendy is the director of the company, Ocean Gate. Wendy's dad used to be a professor and expert buddy on surgeries. Did surgeries. Her mother was a designer. Um, in 1986, Wendy and Stocktor got married. Wendy's also a licensed pilot and a substitute teacher. So yeah, nobody would listen. Nobody would listen to. Hey, this ain't safe. Every time it goes down there, it's going to get weaker and weaker. What kind of glue did they use? What kind of the remote control kind of shocked me a little bit, but then it didn't because of the size of this thing. It's only the size of a van with 4 or 5 people in it. My concern and question that nobody else seemed to have brought up is what about the weight that was put into this? Each person's weight, does that play a factor? We all know planes have a reason why you can only bring this much luggage, and people start bringing thousands and thousands of weights of luggage, the plane ain't gonna hold up, right? So what kind of weight did these people weigh? Did it play into it's sad that the builders, yep. Did you see your subscribers? I sure did, Hannah. Damn, never a notification. Hello, Ivy. Good to see you. Hannah says, hey, Ivy. Hey, Ivy. Hi, Hannah. Dagmar says, hello, Ivy. Ivy says, RC, hey. So there was warnings about this thing. And, off the coast of Newfoundland where this thing was, where the Titanic was, and most people around the world have heard of the Titanic, watched the movie, seen vids and the artifacts that are in museums. It's very sacred water. I live in Canada. My friend wasn't very far from there in St. John's. She lives in Newfoundland, but she was in St. John's. And the waters there are very unforgiving. And I don't believe there's sharks there. Somebody said, wasn't there sharks there? We do have whales. They're there now because she has sent me live pictures in the last 2 days. The whales are coming in. They're jumping in the water. And certain animals migrate to certain areas at certain times, whether it's for food or to have their babies. So the whales are very active right now in Newfoundland. But the waters are very deep and very cold. And the Titanic since 1912 has been a sacred place, and many that Canadians in Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, St. John's, it's very sacred there. I don't think anybody should be allowed to go down for the thrill. Seeker adventurers should be allowed to go down there, especially in something that wasn't approved, right? So is this going to change the game now? Are they going to put them through a rigmarole and say, listen, it has to be proof for this, for that? And then if they do approve them, what if something still happens? Then who's liable? See you later says, hi, Ivy. Ivy says, hey, Hannah. Dagmar says, Ivy. Ivy says, RC, hey. Ivy says, Dagmar. Dagmar says, fashionable late at Ivy. Just kidding. It's all good. Marky Mark. Hello, Mark. How are you doing? Hi, Dumasha in chat. Drop Marky Mark's link for me. Anybody want their link drop? Anybody you're not connected to, I'm pretty sure you guys are all connected because you guys are just rocking it. But if you're not connected to somebody, please get connected. Marky Mark. Let's drop Marky Mark's link, guys, and connect to Marky Mark. Marky Mark's cool. He comes in people's chat and he's really mellow and, always says hi. And, Marky, I consider him like quiet. He's a quiet guy. Hannah says, hey, Mark. Dagmar says, hey, Dagmar. Sorry, Marky Mark says, hey, Dagmar. Hello, Spitfire. How are you? I'm going to have to smoke now. So, yeah, it's really sad, guys. Hats off to the Canadian and the USA for all coming together into Canada and working on this. And I think we all knew from day one it wasn't going to be a good outcome just because the number of feet, guys, that are down there and the pressure. And it's very, very cold down there. It's not so much about the wildlife. It's the cold and the currents that come through there. It's very unforgiving, like the guy said. And rest in peace to everybody. And the young lad that's 19, his family members are going on. I'm not sure where it is. They're writing this, but people are commenting on the different news stations in the chat. He didn't want to go. He was petrified, but he went because it was his Father's Day present for his father. $500,000. You couldn't pay me to go on that thing. No. First of all, the size of it. Second of all, it takes 2 hours to get down there. I'm impatient. And he did go down too fast. He descended too fast. He should have went slow and he didn't. I like you too, Dagmar, says Marky Mark. Sub to Ivy as well. Yes, drop the links, Dagmar. Thank you so much to my mods. Rest in peace to the victims. Yes, victims of tornadoes recently. Yes, absolutely. Spitfire. A lot of trees down, power outages. Ivy says Marky Mark. Dagmar says Spitfire. Hi, Ivy from Spitfire. Spitfire says, hi, Dagmar. Ivy says, thanks, Dagmar. It's just wrong on so many levels. Whatever way you look at it, it was wrong that they looked at this as an exciting adventure, risk takers. For $500,000 with a porta potty in it and a tiny window, basically that a camera sitting on, you're basically not really looking out. How much adventure is that when you actually can't have more windows to actually see the real deal? And why are you down there anyways? It's sacred. That place is sacred since 1912. A lot of the spirits still hang around there. Many, many artifacts are in museums all around the world. They're sacred. Some of them still hold the person's soul to them. Yeah. Why call it Titan? I just find that really weird. It's just strange. A lot of strange things. Sub to RCU later. He's rebuilding his channel. Yes, please do so. Hello, Rudy. How are you, Rudy? Good to see you. Rudy's in the building. Hello, hello, hello. It's just very sad. I just knew. I thought they're not coming up. They're just, they have a protocol they got to follow, guys. And there's at least 5 or 6 people reading that statement before the reporters even bring it out to the public. I can guarantee you they have to be very careful in the words that they use. They got family members watching. The family members were notified first, and then it goes to the public, right? There's a protocol in place. And like I said, they have to be very choosy and careful about their words. Their adjectives have to be just right. Their nouns, the pronouns, everything. Good to hear, Rudy. I'm glad you're good, sir. Hey, Rudy Chavez from Dagmar. Hello, Corner Clubhouse. I heard the son didn't want to go. Yes, he didn't. It's being wrote. I don't know where the info is coming from, but I'm reading a lot of the news station comments, and that every second comment is that one, that son didn't want to go. He was scared, but he went on behalf of his dad to make him happy because it was a Father's Day thing. So, sub to Spitfire, yes. Hey, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. Hey, Dagmar. Yeah, it's really sad. I mean, it didn't have to happen. This was unavoidable. Now she's a widow. I don't believe they have any kids. She's a widow, and she is the great-great-granddaughter of the couple that died on the Titanic. Wendy's the great great granddaughter of Isadora and Isa Strauss, who died on the Titanic. They were married in 1904. He was the owner of Macy's, and it's probably the house that I see on the internet that people keep exploring, a mansion. And they looked it up, and it was owned by a rich gentleman that died on the Titanic, and it's sitting there rotting away. Why aren't people coming forward? It's just like he left the house and never come back, and it's still sitting there, but it's rotting, and it's got major antiques in it, and it's just sad. Just I hate seeing those vids of these houses just being destroyed by nature. Corner Club says, "Hey Dagmar." Ivy says, "Hi Clorner." Ivy says, "Rudy." Hello, Ivy from Rudy. Yeah, it's just awful. Yeah, Wendy Real Reil Rush is from Seattle, Washington. She has posted a lot of stuff on her Facebook about the Ocean Gate. In March 2017, they did a 3D scan of the Titan, and it was worth, I don't know if they meant to build it, was 15129. It's got a portable toilet. It was 4,000 miles off Newfoundland. Company was being sued by a couple in Florida. They gave them $200,000 for a trip that never happened. Not sure what happened there. Papa Will, hey, from Ivy. So yeah, I'd just like to thank the U.S. Coast Guard, Canadians as well, everybody that worked together, came together to try and, bring this to the surface, right? They fired people who warned them about the dangers. Wendy is the director of the company, of her husband's company. It was David Lockridge that was fired. He said, I don't trust this thing. You guys are ignoring the warning signs, so they fired him. Wendy's dad was a surgeon, and the mother was a designer. In 1986, Wendy and Stockton got married. Wendy's also a licensed pilot and a substitute teacher. So yeah, here she is. She's all alone now. Her husband's gone. 5 people are gone. Why? So I'm trying to figure out their mindset. This adventure was more controlling or promising over the safety measures, right? Each time it did go down to the Titanic and it came up, it's loosening things. I mean, the stuff that it was made out of wasn't even safe to go down that number of feet. It's a lot of feet down there to the Titanic, folks. Papa Will, hey, from Ivy. It was stupid to ignore the engineering. Exactly. And 5 people, it's the size of a van, folks, with a porta potty in it. First of all, I couldn't do it. To descend down, it's what, 2.5 hours? I couldn't do that. I'm too impatient. No, I'd be wondering if I'm dying on the way down. Second thing is too small. Third thing is you can't imagine the air in there with 5 people, the smell with a porta potty. They did ask you to bring your own snacks and water and stuff like that, right? But just too cramped for me. That's just me. Papa says, I mean, it's like telling Kobe Bryant to not go up in that helicopter, and it fell exactly. Ivy, how are you doing today? Dagmar says, subscribe to the one and only Papa Will. Yes, thank you, Dagmar, for that. The guy was warning that the owner of Ocean Gate that he bought cheap stuff that is not safe. That is why the Titanic sunk, because they bought cheap, weak material. Yeah. Back in the day, Bud, in 1912 or before that, actually, they didn't have the structures and the accommodations, nor a lot of the materials that we have now. So they had to go with what was with the times, right? I think the Titanic would have been fine because a lot of other ones were. It's because it hit the iceberg. When things happen at night, you don't always see them till they're right in front of you, right? Daytime be a different story. People would have been alerted quicker. And yeah, nothing is not unsinkable. I don't care what they tell you. Oh, it'll never sink. Good grief. But anyways, so it's sacred ground. There's many artifacts still down there. Many spirits are roaming around down there. And with the items that were brought up, So it's sacred. Canada and Newfoundland looks at that as very, very sacred. I don't think anybody should be allowed to go down. Um, if anything, years and years and years ago, they should have really tried to refurbish and bring it up when they could. But again, the technology wasn't as strong back then to do that. And now it's just deteriorating away. So let nature take its course. Leave those people resting with all their artifacts and stuff. And, you know, yep. And that guy got fired, eh, Spitfire? They fired him for speaking up. Now look what's happened. So now where the hell's that? How's this changed the game? They signed a waiver, and 3 times they were notified about DEATH 3 times. That was posted by many different people in different posts in the news station chats. And they still went ahead with it. Well, oh God, no, I'd have a lot of questions. If I had that many questions, then it tells me I don't need to be going on it. If I have concerns, if you're getting on a plane and you see the wing cracked, it's your job to say something. Oprah Winfrey did that. She got on a plane and she seen quack. She seen a cracked wing and she refused to get on the plane and took another one. She said, "You have that right." Dagmar, thank you. Fact, Spitfire the Dragon and the captain of the Titanic kind of ignored the warnings of that ice. Yes, exactly. Um, Kobe Bryant should had never went on that helicopter when it was foggy. He would be late, better late than dead. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. I've heard of Kobe Bryant. Is he a singer? Oh yeah, with his daughter. Okay, yes. I know who that is. Yeah, his daughter and everyone who died in the helicopter. Okay, yeah, I know who that is. Yep. Yeah, I know who that is now. Ruby. Yeah, I remember that in the news. Yeah, him and his poor daughter. Oh my God, she's beautiful. His daughter. The Titanic Museum in Missouri with the artifacts is supposedly haunted. Oh, it is. It is. A lot of the artifacts are. We have some here in Canada as well. And they're sacred. You know what I mean? Papa Will, I'm good. How are you from Ivy? Kobe is the NBA. Oh, basketball. Yes, basketball. Why did I say music? Yes, I know who he is. I think he was a basketball player. Yes. Papa says, I'd be just working to bring great content to my friends. Awesome, Papa. Um, and somebody pointed out that this thing went down at 1:30 in the afternoon. Or sorry, 1:30 in the afternoon, and the Titanic went down at 1:30 at night. So it's a lot of coincidence. The great granddaughter is Wendy. She's now got a deceased husband. She's now a widow. She was the great granddaughter of a wealthy couple that died on the Titanic. So many coincidences. Like, don't go down there. Don't go down there. It's sacred. Why? It's the fascination. Look at it on TV. Let big ass professional companies go down with their big ass ships and submarines do that, and you can look at it and save yourself a 500,000 and put that money towards helping the homeless or food. Oh, I mean, hey, I'm not saying they don't. They probably do help a lot of charities on the side, but $500,000 to sit in a vehicle the size of a van, I just couldn't do it. My own personal thing, though, I personally couldn't do it. I'd be claustrophobic. Not to mention the smells. There's 5 people in there, right? Like, there's just so many no's for me. No. Plus the depth. The depth is the biggest thing. Not just what I'm in, but the depth that you're going down, right? So it's very cold down there. The sand is very silky soft down there. So there's still many artifacts when the Titanic went down that literally, you know, they're still sitting down there. So yeah, I mean, cargo ships, transport a lot of stuff. So I'm not sure where the toilet was, but there was a toilet on there. They said a porta potty or something. There'd have to be. You're going down there for 4 hours, right? So it's what, what'd they say? Is it 2.5 hours or 2 hours to get down there? 2.5 hours to come up, but the thing was for 4 hours long. So, if you gotta go pee or something, where are you gonna go, right? Um, uh, Bill Ballard and James Cameron built their subs to withstand the pressure and never used cheap stuff or the wrong stuff when they visited the Titanic. Exactly. I mean, I guess the guy was a millionaire for a reason. He was wealthy, right? $500,000 charging each person to go down on this thing. And it didn't even cost that to make it. So the guy was thinking he was being smart, right? But you're never smart when you're taking risks with your own life, let alone other people. So I'm anxious to see what's going to come out of this. How much we're going to hear from this buddy that was fired, which we are, I'm sure. What this thing was made of, and it's not regulated. So how can you come into our Canadian waters the way you do off the coast of Newfoundland and submerge yourself down how many feet and put yourself and everybody at risk? Not to mention the Titanic, because sometimes these things can bump into it. Yes, we know nature's taking its course on it, but we don't want to add to it, do we? And you're disturbing the people that are down there. It's a sacred site. Canadians take that very serious. It's a very sacred site. You know, so many people lost their lives in 1912. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to be reminded. I don't want to disturb them. Would you go to a grave and dig up the body? No. Well, that's what you're doing. You're disturbing people. So take your money and invest it elsewhere. You know, it was a thought they had and a thrill, and they went with it. No regulations. What kind of glue did they use? What kind of bolts did they use? There's just so many questions. It's just weird, but I'm sure we're going to hear a lot of stuff the next couple of weeks on the guy, I'm sure, that was fired. I'm sure he might not. His lawyer might say, listen, don't talk because, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then again, we might hear him. We might hear his side of the story on why he was fired. We do know that the kid didn't want to go. The relatives are stating that and posting it. This young lad that's 19, was going to be 19, I believe, didn't want to go, but he went on behalf of his dad, make him proud, and it was sort of like a Father's Day gift. So, yeah. Where's the toilet? Yep. Exactly. Where's the toilet? Where would the toilet have been? So, there's a lot of unanswered questions, but there's things we already know. One, it wasn't safe. Two, it was made cheap. Three, the price was just crazy what they charged him to go down there. $500,000 for each person times 4. For what, 2 hours? 2 hours to go down, 2 hours to come up, 4 hours down there, 8 hours, 9 hours. You made $500,000 each times 4. Maybe you should have put that money into making it more secure and safe. Who knows? Maybe this was a suicide venture on his part. You never know, people. I don't know. I just know it shouldn't have happened. I know it was avoidable. It was avoidable, folks. That's what's bothering me the most. This was avoidable. Like, don't let your adventures get the best of you, folks. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. So, I'm not one to watch the news, but I've been watching it lately because of that. Will there be lawsuits? Disclaimer, this is for educational purposes only, guys, this chat. But yeah, will there be any lawsuits? I don't know. They had to sign a waiver. The waiver said you have a chance of dying on this thing. They all knew that, and that was stated 3 times to them. Yep, that's true. Yep, couldn't go in a hole in the toilet. Plus, the Titanic is not an amusement park for tourists when it is a gravesite. Yes, Bitbar, that's what I'm trying to say. It's a burial site, people. Where's your respect, for Christ's sakes? Stay the hell home. You know what I'm saying? That was in Canadian waters off Newfoundland. All these people, I believe, were from the States, right? I think the whole area should be partitioned off somehow, some way. Nobody should be allowed there. That's just making a lot of Newfoundlanders angry too, right? I've been to Newfoundland. It's beautiful there. Water's great to swim in. It's really warm. Salty, of course. But one of my pictures of me, I don't know if it's on my YouTube thing. It's me standing on a rock like this. That was in Newfoundland. A picture was taken in Newfoundland. Um, right now, the whales are there migrating. My friend was near St. John's, right near there. She was on a beach yesterday, and she just sent me pictures of the whales all jumping in the water. They all migrate there at certain times, right? Either for food, because certain foods come in at that time, this time of year, or they're having their calves, whatever. Somebody mentioned sharks. I don't believe we have sharks there. That's right. Only the scientists are going there to study how the Titanic sank and all that for us to learn and how to avoid these disasters. That's right, professionals. Hmm. And well quality made items, subs too. They're not just going down in a little thing the size of a van. We all have our speculations, right? Oh yeah, what happened to him, Hannah? Maja, I was really sad when my favorite Lake player, cute Kobe. Yeah. Yeah, everybody was, Hannah. We shouldn't have went up there in the like that. Mm-mm. And with his daughter. Mm. Same with one of the Kennedys, the younger one. Kennedys, they say that family's jinx, right? Disclaimer, guys, this is just for educational purposes only. Um, he went up with, I think he was supposed to be going to a wedding. He was with his, was it his fiance and his fiance's sister or somebody? And it was that night. And he didn't arrive. It crashed. So if you got a chance to fly, do it in the daytime. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I know he's with his daughter. She's beautiful too. What a shame. Absolute shame. Very sad. It didn't have to happen. It was avoidable. This is what I just keep going to. It didn't have to happen. It was avoidable. Mm. This guy had a mindset. He must have been warped. He let money rule. Money walks, shit talks, I guess. I don't know. Made some bad decisions, man. Mm. Can everybody hear me okay? Hmm. Yep. Rest in peace to all those souls. Thank you for the thank you for the hearts. Thanks, Dave. How you doing, buddy? What's your channel doing? You got my message, right, Dave? I had messaged you. All right, thank you. Yeah, how you been, Dave? How's your day going? Thank you guys for the hearts and everything. It's cute. Mm. Welcome to the Eight Kings and Queens still in the castle. So, it's Friday, folks, and it's fish and chips night. That's what the menu is tonight, fish and chips. Tomorrow I think it's going to be chili, homemade chili. Mm-hmm. Doing good, just busy, taking her slow. Good, good, good. That's good. That's good. Good to hear, Dave. I'm Zach. Yes, JFK Jr. died. Yes. What a nice looking man, too. Ooh. Hannah's having pizza tonight. Yes. Died when his with his wife flying an airplane. Yes. Yeah, there was somebody else with them, too. Rudy, I think it was a cousin or a sister of the wife. Something to that. There was three of them there, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Another one that jumped in at night, right? Also, guys, you know how many plane accidents and helicopters there are accidents there are because of birds and wildlife in the air? When they get in your grill, they can mess you up, right? Yeah. Kennedys, oh my God, that's another story. I'm always fascinated by the Kennedys, right? Because it's just one death after the other. They're always targeted, politics, right? Politics are involved, Marilyn Monroe. Oh my God, all that, those kinds of stories always fascinate me. But yeah, I think he was um, JFK Jr. I think they were supposed to be going to a wedding or something, and he decided to get in that thing at night. There was the older brother, Joseph Kennedy Jr., who passed away from illness. Yeah, I remember him. And he was originally supposed to run for president, but instead his younger brother, JFK, ran. Yes. Yeah, I've always been fascinated by the Kennedys and the royal family. A lot don't like the royal family. Of course, the UK does. A lot of them support them. I get it. Um, I find it very expensive to live in the UK. Some of the things is just too much for the royal family to be making the money they do and the assets they have. But I've always been fascinated by the royal family. Um, I don't really care too much for Charles or her. She's recently got her teeth done. Um, had some reconstruction. Trying to watch her wardrobe now. Um, Charles pays for all her clothing, of course, and she's now wearing designer dresses that Charles paid for, that Diana used to wear, right? Like really elite places, clothing places. But if you look it up in history, people, it was very, 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 very common for these men to have multiple mistresses, and that's what she was. But he ended up marrying her. So, is that a happy ending? I don't know. No idea. That way, I get scared to go on plane after so many plane crashes. Not going there. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about it too. Like, if I want to go to Newfoundland, it's only like a 2 hour thing, so I'd be okay with that. But I wouldn't be able to sit on a plane for 6 or 8 hours. I have to be medicated probably from the doctor. I think my anxiety would go to the roof. I definitely have to have earphones on and watching something, and I wouldn't be looking out the window. That would just be my way of keeping me calm and my anxiety down, right? They're originally four Kennedy brothers: Joseph Jr., John, Robert, and Edward. Ted, yes. Edward was called Ted. Yes, I remember them all. Yeah, more so Robert was always in the news. But yeah, the whole, even the wives, like the whole scenario is just, it's almost like a little mini mafia. Disclaimer: this is for educational purposes only. It's almost like their own little mini mafia, right? But it just goes to show your money and your power ain't gonna save you. It never will, right? The father, Joseph Kennedy, was a bootlegger and drug dealer during the prohibit. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that, Rudy. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep, that's how they started, eh? HCF. Hello, HCF. Give me a thumbs up if you have and drop the link. Hello, how are you doing today? We're talking about different things here. HCF, we're talking about the poor souls that lost their lives. We're talking about the Kennedys. We're talking about all kinds of stuff. I don't believe I sort of believe that Marilyn did something to herself because she was very depressed and used and abused by a lot of people, right? But my other instincts tells me something else happened because she knew a lot of stuff about the Kennedys, right? So yeah, never know because they're all past now, right? But yeah, certainly interesting. You know, the royal family is special, especially with the younger generation. Got Will and Kate, right? They're robots. We all know it's a farm, and they don't show their emotions. They're taught not to. Harry confirmed that in his book. They're taught not to show emotions, not to hug. I'll be okay. You're supposed to say, "Oh, I'll be okay. It's all good," right? And Harry loves to hug people now. He loves to embrace people. Hey, how are you? Or shake their hand. He never got that growing up, right? And then you got this strange woman coming in, replacing your mother at one of the houses you're living in. That's going to be traumatic. I have a lot of respect for Harry. I really like him the best because he reminds me of Diana and being in line the way he was towards the throne. He knew, you know, he's always been the rebel. And don't forget, his uncles have informed him of a lot of stuff too. If you go back and read the history on the royal family, they've all had mistresses, they've all lied. If they've had handicapped kids, they kept them hidden. It was something they brought out in the public. They're just trained. Their brain is trained to behave a certain way. And Will doesn't even look as happy as Harry is. He always looks stressed and shit. It always looks like a phony smile. And of course, his wife has to go along with him. She needs to eat a Big Mac, I think. I think she's just doesn't look healthy sometimes. But, again, they have to follow a protocol. Hey, Dodgers and Dagmar from HCF. They even call it the firm. Oh, yeah, it's the firm. He calls it the firm, too. Yep. They have a protocol. Even the queen, like you didn't even see her cry. She might have cried when she was by herself, but when her husband died, the poor woman sitting alone in the church, they all in the end by herself. Nobody's holding her hand, black veil on her, and I'm wondering what she's thinking. I'm like, my God, you can't even show your emotions, or like they don't hug. They just don't show emotions. They're told to be tough. It's the German, and I can't even. I'm German myself. I can't even say that that's a German thing. That's just an embedded thing in certain families or cultures that do that. Not everybody's like that. I believe Marilyn Monroe was killed. Who would commit suicide with laxatives in the body? I also believe that David Carradine was murdered too. Yeah, I don't know about David Carradine. I don't know why. I agree with you there, Rudy, on the Monroe thing. But why David Carradine? David Carradine. Okay, is he the karate guy? I'm not really into big movies and stuff. Is he the karate guy? On the other hand, if you are the new king, you have to be following the rules. Yes, oh yes, you do. Yep. The English royalty is more Anglo-Saxon. Yes, they are, but they're German descent. hmm in Belgium and the Netherlands, it's a bit more relaxed for our kings and queens. The UK is the most strict. Yes, it is, and it's hard to live there. It's very, very expensive. London, UK, it's just phenomenal. But look where the money's going. Look at the assets they have. What they have about their people, right? Rudy says kung fu. Yes, I knew it. Yep. As soon as I see the name David, I connected it to karate, kung fu. I could see him. Yep. Oh, jealousy, right, Rudy? The actor from the kung fu TV. Yes. Saxon is German and Anglo is English. Yep. My father's side is German, and we were Anglican. And we were baptized Anglican. And my mother was Presbyterian. Yeah. Yep. Depends what your church your family chooses, right? Yep. And yeah, most Germans are Anglican. Not all. Our family was, but I am related to Queen Mary of Scots. Wow, Spitfire. Quick Vic, hello. Quick Vic's in the house. I'm sure everybody in here is connected. If you're not, let's drop the link. How you doing? Quick Vic, we're just having a conversation about those five souls that were lost in where I live. I'm in Canada, off the coast of Newfoundland. My friend was in that area not long ago. She's still in that area in St. John's because, she's visiting a hospital with a family member. But yeah, I was telling people about the waters there, how deep and cold they are. They're very unforgiving. Somebody mentioned sharks. I don't recall sharks being there. I don't know if we have those here. We have whales that are there now. So I've seen pictures recently. But yeah, we're just talking about different things, conspiracies and the Kennedys and the kings and the queens in the UK and the corruptness that goes on and the firm, we call it, right? The firm. Good to see you, sir. How is your day going? David Caroline was found hung naked. I believe that David Carradine owed money to a mob, and he was, yes, Rudy, for sure. Yeah, I think he was murdered, and we'll never know who. Rest in peace. That's right. It's very sad. Quick. Just discussing this little thing the size of a van with a porta potty in it, $500,000 each, and the guy couldn't put this thing together properly, right? A guy was fired because he spoke up and said, "Hey, this thing's not safe. Don't do this." And they fired him. And somebody paid to a couple from Florida tried to sue them and paid 200,000 to him for an event that never happened. So we're going to hear a lot of different stories now of people that have had to deal with him. His wife Wendy is now a widow, and she was a substitute teacher and a pilot, and she's the great granddaughter of Isidore and from the Titanic. Isn't that ironic? Going down to see the Titanic. She apparently was on a boat with the remote control in her hand when they went down. Wendy was apparently present when that happened. Not when it happened. I mean, when it first went down. Excuse me. Not when it happened. Yeah. Wendy Rush is the great granddaughter of Isidore and Isa Strauss. They owned Macy's department store. They got married in 1904. Wendy is the great granddaughter of that couple that died on the Titanic. Allegedly, Wendy was with the with a remote control watching as the Titan went down. Wendy Real, Reil, Rush has a Facebook page. She's from Seattle, Washington. She's posted a lot of stuff about the Ocean Gate. March 2017, they did a 3D scan of the Titan. March, it also cost $15129 for that little machine. All right, you're working, buddy? Okay, pardon me. So yeah, 4,000 miles off Newfoundland. David Lockridge was one of the guys that was fired because he complained about this thing not being safe, and his words went unnoticed. Wendy's dad was a professor in surgery, and the mother was a designer. 1986, Wendy and Stockton were married, and Wendy is a licensed pilot and a substitute teacher. So that's a little bit I did write down about them. So yeah, here she is, a widow now. John Paul says, on my way to hospital now later. All right, John Paul. Take care, buddy. Dagmar says, Rudy, I was at Pismo Beach in 2016. Wow. Wowza. Yeah, so definitely some decisions, But yeah, no, the Kennedys always fascinate me. Of course, the royal family. They have a love-hate relationship with a lot of people. Most of the UK does respect them. I mean, they do have their own views. Diana was the best. She was normal, natural. I think some of the things that she had to endure and go through behind the scenes is what caused her depression and made her somewhat the way she was sometimes. And nobody will ever replace her. And definitely not Camilla. I don't care how well designer clothes she's wearing, she'll never match her. And that's not to say that Camilla's not more beautiful or less beautiful, because we don't want to body shame, but Diana just had an impact on people. She just had to look at them and they could feel her love and her respect, and she was easy to approach, which was really good. Whereas Camilla seems stuffy. She's just following the protocol because she has to. She's in the firm and her husband happens to be king. That's just the way it rolls, and it'll always be like that unless this younger generation changes it up, like Will and Kate. Now, a very famous person who's dead now predicted a lot of stuff. We're talking 40 years later. I can't remember the person's name. I'll try to find it. One of the things he predicted was Charles being king, but not the next son in line. It'll be the second son. And he swears by this. So I was uneasy hearing that. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? It could mean a multiple of number of things, right? It could be bad news, good news, but yeah. Uh, a nice jugger had those lollipops with the worm or insects with them. Wow. Papa Will says, love your chat. I have to go get ready for today's show. See if I can get 3 more subscribers to get to 370. You have a great day. Okay, Papa needs 3 more subscribers, guys, to get to 370. Can you guys all share them out in your community tab? That would be great. That would be wonderful. If I do live tomorrow, I'll shout you out. Let's go. 3 more to 370, guys. That ain't much to us. Let's get them to 370. I had a lollipop that had a cricket in it. Wow. So what is this place you guys are talking about with the bugs? I don't eat bugs, so no. Wouldn't happen for me. I wouldn't be eating no lollipop with a bug in it. No, not unless you doused it with bleach and cleaned it out, and even then I would need it. Technically, William is the prince while Harry is really a duke. Yes, but I think it's going to be reversed. It was predicted. Let's see if it happens. Mostly everything this guy said 40 years ago has happened. The guy's dead now. I can't remember his name. I'll get his name. You guys can go back. And how could he even predict some of this stuff that actually already happened? And one of them was about Will ain't going to be king. It's going to be Harry. Yep. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It could mean lots of things, right? I'm back, Maj. All right, Savage Batman. Welcome back. Rudy says, Pismo Beach sells lollipops with worms and insects. Oh, no, no, you can keep that. Yeah, I don't do those. That's gross. Poor bugs. Dagmar says, no, Rudy Chavez. We were had a pit stop there and actually didn't stay long enough. We are going to do the California road trip again, more relaxed. So next time I will definitely try it. Cool. Cool. To eat your own. Yes. I know people eat chocolate covered grasshoppers and all kinds of different bugs. Chocolate covered grasshoppers. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I don't do any bugs. No, I don't care what's on them. No, I don't want that crunching in my teeth. And it's just morbid to me. Same with my gag reflex. I can't do oysters, anything that looks snotty. I'm not a fan of trying different sauces. You know, when you go to a restaurant and they'll say, it's chicken a la king or it's chicken with a sauce. I won't order it just because that sauce is probably going to be something I'm not going to like and it'll ruin the whole meal. I'm not a risky person when it comes to trying. I don't believe I've ever had a lot of different foods. I've had Chinese food. I don't think I've had Indian food, but I've had Chinese food. I've had German plates. I've had Canadian. You know what I mean? But I'm just not a risk taker when it comes to sauces. When it comes to food, they put worms in tequila bottles. Yeah, and I don't understand the point of that. That was just something that started to be a seller because the worm doesn't do anything to it at all. Nothing. It's just a bug put in some alcohol, and it just clicked. Right? I ate grasshoppers before. They taste like dry grass. Yeah, no thanks. It's all good. But I'm glad you guys are brave enough to, venture out and try new things. Rudy says, I've eaten a grasshopper leg roasted. Tastes like a potato chip. Oh, okay. Crunchy. Yes. Thing is, Rudy, the legs are so damn small. You'd have to eat so many. Same with chicken wings. You got to make sure you buy some good plump chicken wings because, when they're small, you got to eat about 20 or 30 of them to fill up. I love chicken wings in the air fryer with Cajun. Oh my God, it's so good. Cajun's good, or just plain up barbecue sauce, or just medium hot sauce. Like I said, I don't like my food extremely hot because I want to taste what I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? But in the bar they'll recommend you eat the hot ones. A lot of people do like hot, but obviously you're going to drink more, so they're going to make more off you. You need more beer to cool down. But I prefer medium or mild, right? So I eat frog legs before. Cool. A lot of people actually have spit. Some countries it's a delicacy, right? Frog legs, certain bugs. Certain cultures, they eat off the land, right? I heard that frog legs taste like chicken. Yes, I've heard that. I think it depends how you're preparing it too, right? I personally wouldn't eat it. It's just me. It's just gag reflex. I'm picturing a frog and then same with, like, I've had lobster. My palate wasn't fussy on it. It was the best lobster you could eat and had butter and garlic in it, and you dipped it, and it didn't thrill me at all. It didn't do anything for me. It was like, this is too much work. I gotta tear this poor thing's legs apart to get the meat. I don't have time for this. And the texture and the taste wasn't the greatest to me. It was lovely. I'm just not a fan of it. I certainly don't eat snotty oysters or snails. Oh, I just couldn't. I'd throw up. Each their own. To each their own, though, right, guys? I do like fish and chips. But again, you got to be careful how much you're eating from the ocean because it's mercury. Or a lot, you could have mercury issues and not even be aware of it. You can actually ask your doctor to check you for mercury levels. But I do know in Newfoundland, the cancer rate's quite high there, and they feel it's because they live off the land. All that fish, all those crabs and lobsters. So you got to be careful what you're eating and how much. So it's all in moderation, right? Like fish and chips, it's like I said, last time I had it was last Friday or the Friday before. Yeah. I tried it, never knew it was frog legs. I thought it was chicken. Oh, okay, Spit. All right. I had a nice roast at my friend's one day, and it was so tender and so delicious. It was amazing. We always used to get together with our friends and have big suppers. And so her husband said to me, "How did you like the roast?" I said, "Oh my God, it was beautiful. It was so tender." He said, "Well, that's good because you ate a moose roast." And I'd never eaten moose before. I was hooked on it. You ever try a good moose roast? Get one. It's the most tender. Oh my God, it's so good. Yep. And he didn't want to tell me at first. I just thought it was a normal roast because we went over there and had roast, spaghettis. We've had fish and chips. We've had all kinds of different things. So he never bothered to say anything to me till after I ate it because he actually thought I wouldn't like it. And it was delicious. I only eat crab and fish and shrimp, Maja, of the seafood I eat. Okay, I've tried breaded shrimp. I will eat them breaded only, but I'm not a fan of them. I don't like seeing their beady little eyes and their tails. So that to me, it's a sensory thing too. But I have tried them, and they weren't bad at all. I ate them. I ate about four of them. Haven't ate them since. It's been years and years. But shark and tuna have high levels of mercury. Yeah, and you shouldn't eat shark or tuna. I think they should be left in the sea. They just raided a place. It was on the news, and billions of dollars with the shark fins. So they're killing off the shark. They're wondering why they're declining. It's not just from attacks and whales and this and that. It's people are hunting them, right? They shouldn't. Snails are common here in Belgium and France. Snails with garlic. I love it. My husband can't stand them. Oh God, me neither. Just the thought of it. No, the look and the texture look like I just can't. I just can't. My gag reflex is just, as I get older, it's just like, oh God, no, no, thank you. No, those belong in the sea, not in people's tummies. But teach their own, right? Hello, Kelly King. I tried to get in your live the other day. I was in there and it kept going around and around. And I kept refreshing and I still couldn't get in. How are you doing? Please give the host a thumbs up if you haven't, guys. Please. And thank you. Thumbs up for the host. Good to see you, Callie. Drop the link there for me, please, Dagmar. Thank you. They call them escargots, Darmar. Yes, they do. That's what they're called. They're gross. Have a great day, Maja. Thank you, Quick. You as well. Be safe at work and a safe drive home, sir. And I'm probably see you tonight somewhere on YouTube streets. Yes. Spitfire says hi. Callie. Dagmar says yes. Spitfire escargots. Bleh. Rudy says a lot of Asian countries eat those. Oh yeah, they do. A lot of Asian countries eat a lot of shit, a lot of nasty stuff. Things us Canadian, we don't eat dogs and cats, and and if you're caught, you're heavily fined here. You should go to jail. Sorry, but I'm an animal lover. Callie says, Spitfire, I'm good. How are you? I am good, sir. How's your Friday going? Or are you way into nighttime now? Dagmar says, sub to Callie King. There you go. Sub to Callie King. Yes, guys. Go connect with that fella. He's fun. And he likes to get out there and say hello to everybody on YouTube streets. Hannah says, hey, Cali King. Spitfire says, octopus tastes like rubber. Yes, I've heard that. See, again, we shouldn't be eating that stuff. It should be staying in the sea. Dagmar, thank you from Cali King. That stuff shouldn't be touched. It should stay in the sea. I'm sorry. Like, it's not like you're starving. If you're starving and you're on an island, it's the only thing you can eat, then yeah, eat it. But Dagmar says Spitfire octopus is only tasty in the Mediterranean here in Europe. Yes. Kelly says, hi, Hannah. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are illegally caught that shouldn't be, right. But there is an industry for octopus and crocodiles and alligators. People make shoes out of them, that kind of thing. But like those two, I seriously, it's mean of me. I don't care about those two. We don't have those here. That's in Florida, so you got to be careful when you're swimming, what swamps you're walking in. They're nasty they're like little miniature dinosaurs with teeth, I call them. But a lot of things are becoming extinct, and they, like I said, they just busted a bunch of people. And Dagmar, thank you. Dagmar says Spitfire octopus is only tasted. Yep. Thousands and thousands of shark fins. So they've killed all these sharks and they're wondering, hey, where are they going? Well, they got busted. There must have been some undercover thing going on. And they got busted. It was on the news. We're talking billions and billions of dollars. And it's just a shame. Leave them in our oceans. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be existing when the grandkids come. And I like halibut fish, and I don't like the taste of most other fish. Halibut's my favorite, Rudy. Halibut and cod's not bad. I won't eat catfish. I think it's illegal. They should be illegal to sell. It's just disgusting. Catfish are bottom dirty feed eaters. There are just a lot of people like them because when you go to a fish and chip place, it's the cheapest thing on the menu. We won't order that. Hell no. Blech. Halibut or cod are usually the two things I like. Halibut is the best. I do like salmon as well. Chinese restaurants use octopus in their food. Ew, yeah, that's probably why I find Chinese food, the beef never looks like beef or tastes like it, or the chicken. The chicken's always white and weird and comes in these little square pieces. I usually pick it out. I won't eat it. I'll give it to the dogs. Doesn't even look like chicken. I can make my own beef fried rice or chicken fried rice, and it's better than Chinese food. And it's amazing. It's delicious. And chicken balls, they're so easy to make. They probably don't do it here, they'll spit because it is expensive. So I can't see them throwing it in with their rice. Octopus is very expensive to buy, right? For some reason, the Mediterranean van cooked them in a good way. Wow, yes. Dagmar says can, yes. What is a halibut fish, Rudy? Rudy, people from the South in America love catfish. Yuck, yes, they do. A lot of people here too. Late night, Mike, Mr. P. Hello, I seen Samantha. She was just in here. Hey, Maja, good stream this morning, sir. How are you doing? Holy crap! I've been live for 3 hours and 28 minutes, and my stream started out so slow today. Hardly anybody was coming in. Then people were leaving. People were coming. That's how it is on a Friday, guys, because so many streams are live at once, right? So I don't look. I don't care who's live. I just go live. I don't need watch hours, but I just want to keep the rhythm going and whatnot, and you know. I think we call it halibut fish. Go to check on Google. Yes. Yeah, it's halibut fish. Good to see you, Mike. Rudy says, I like halibut, salmon, shrimp, and tuna. I don't eat tuna too much. I don't mind tuna in my mac salad, but I prefer salmon myself. But some of my family members prefer tuna. So we normally go with that, but they will eat the salmon. If it's just certain family members, I'll put salmon. And I prefer the one in the water opposed instead of the oil. It's just less. Kelly King, I eat seafood, eat when I see food. Yep, you eat food when you see it. That's right, Callie. That's a good one. The people in the South go nuding for catfish, Rudy. Yes. Yeah, so you can get some big ass catfish, man. Oh my God, they catch them with their hands. Not a fan of them. No, it's a tough kind of fish. Not a fan of it. Never will eat it. At me, it's halibut or cod. Those are the two. If they don't have that, then I don't usually choose something because that's just the two I'm familiar with and I know the taste. The rest, nope. Rudy says halibut fish is a very large flat fish that is very expensive. Yes, it is. That's what we get for fish and chips. Yep, they always have a sale on though, and I get coleslaw with it. I love coleslaw with my fish. Yes, it's called Halibut in Belgium, yes. Dagmar, yes, very tasty. Dagmar says, LOL, Callie, yeah. Yeah, halibut's good and cod's good. And I like fresh lemon with mine and tartar sauce. You know what I mean? And if they don't have one, I just double up on the other one, right? But I love lemon. I squeeze the lemon on top of it, a little bit of salt, and then I eat it with the tartar sauce. But you can buy big squeezable bottles here too of tartar sauce. I had halibut fish I ate in Alaska. If you watch Master Chef, you will see Gordon Ramsay cutting up a halibut fish. Yeah, I've seen that one, Rudy. I used to watch him all the time. Gordon Ramsay, he's an amazing cook. He's got an eye for color and class when it comes to your plate, because it's visual too. We eat right, especially in these fancy places. The issue I have with these fancy places, you never get enough food. Like I guess they follow the food groups, but Jesus, I see some of his plates. I'm like, I would still be starving. You know what I mean? Like you only get four little vegetables, and I don't know. I'm for the price. But another thing, I really love his expertise on food, how to prepare it, how to be safe, how to keep your kitchen clean. I couldn't take the screaming. That just is a trigger for me. Like, how can you? I couldn't stand if somebody was screaming at me like that. Oh my God. I just can't. It's a trigger. So I just stopped watching him. Like, oh my God, is there every day he doesn't scream? But I like when he helps out other restaurants and stuff, you know? Um, where is Gordon Ramsay located, anyways? Like, where in the States does this guy live? I know he's got restaurants everywhere, but I really like Gordon Ramsay. Yes. LOL, Spitfire the Dragon, Love, and Positive Light. Rudy says, LOL, I would never eat Rocky Mountain oyster yak. Oh, God, no, I can't even do oyster, let alone look at it. We have grocery stores here, and you got tanks. You see all these nice lobster flying, floating around, and of course, their things are clipped and tied together, and big fish in the tanks, and you can just pick what you want and go home with it, right, fresh. But the thing's still living, so you pick it out, and I guess they weigh it, and oh no, 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 I want to see it dead before I eat it, not alive. Um, Gordon Ramsay's from the yes, the UK. That's right. How could I have not have known that? Jesus. It's been a long time since I watched him. Hello, Poker Rossi. You're still here, buddy. My God, I've been live for 3 hours and 32 minutes. See, I make up for lost time because I didn't go live Wednesday or Thursday or and Tuesday, I think. Yeah. So, that is not that kind of oyster maja. LOL. Oysters, it don't matter, spit. They're all gross to me. It doesn't matter. Shape, color, form. They're all gross. Yep. High poker from Spitfire. Just my opinion, guys. I don't care what you guys eat. I'm just telling you what Masha won't eat and doesn't like. Rocky Mountain oysters are really bull testicles. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Um, every different place around the world, whether it's the UK you live, London, Canada, Paris, Germany, everybody's got their dishes that they're famous for, or they love eating, or their parents brought them up with, right? I was brought up with homemade stews, spaghetti and meatballs, cabbage rolls. My father's side's German. My mother's side was French. So we always had a variety. Our baked goods were always homemade donuts and tarts and stuff like that. Um, and we eat very well, like spaghetti and meatballs, shepherd's pie, homemade stews, homemade soups, homemade bread. It was endless. Like, we never wanted for anything. We never wasted anything. And very appreciative of our food. But it's wonderful to hear people around the world what their favorite dishes are, or their nationality, and how they make things and prepare it. And it's interesting. And then you got somebody that maybe's never had meatloaf before and they try it for the first time. You know what I mean? It's either they love it or they're not gonna like it, right? So yeah. Gordon Ramsay has a nice program without cursing, and he visits a lot of countries around the world, cooking with local ingredients. Can't remember the name. Yes, Dagmar. Um, yeah, I've seen his shows where he's helped restaurants and stuff. It's amazing. Because he gives back to the community, right? Poker saying hello, Spitfire. Rudy says Gordon Ramsay was born in Scotland, but he is of English descent. Yes. Farmers and ranchers eat Rocky Mountain oysters, cow tongue sandwiches. No, no, it's okay. No, I think there's certain parts of an animal you shouldn't eat. But it's just my opinion. I mean, to each their own. Like I just said, there's people around with some countries that put dogs in these little cages and stuff them in there, and they're trying to make it illegal. We have Canadians over there right now trying to fight to make a law over there that you can't put 20 dogs in a little tiny cage and eat them. And I can't even watch that shit, guys. I just can't. Or go berserk, and I get upset and stuff. And they don't have appreciation for dogs. They look at them as a nuisance, and yeah, and then there's other countries that cows are very sacred to them. They're like gods, right? Traffic stops when a cow's moving across the road. Traffic stops. They're considered like very. I think it was. Oh, what's that young lad's name? He's a comedian. He was talking about that. I know Fluffy talked about it. Iglesias, whatever Fluffy they call him. He talked about that. He went to a country and the cows coming across the road, everything has to stop. And is it India? There's no lights, traffic lights or anything. Everybody just knows how to maneuver. I watched an epic rap battle of history episodes that have Gordon Ramsay versus Julia Childs, and guess who won? LOL. Yep, I like Julia Childs. She was just a real gentle soul. Just matter of fact, straight up, common sense, and made things sound simple. She didn't want cooking to be overbearing for anybody, and I've said that. Like, it's all in timing. Anybody can cook. Anybody. I don't care who you are. You get if you got a crock pot or a slow cooker and you got some kind of meat. I don't care if it's just hamburger meat. You can make a wicked stew out of hamburger meat, right? And you throw in some veggies. You can even throw in leftover mashed potatoes, whatever you got. Put it in there with a beef broth, chicken broth, whatever flavor you're dealing with, and turn it on, and you got the best flavored frickin' meal going. And it's not, I don't like fancy, and stew's one of the best meals, man. Pierce Bronson was born in North Ireland, and most of the Irish of the North are of English descent. Yes, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, my ancestors come from Ireland, Scotland. My dad's side's from Germany and Denmark. When the American Revolution started, my great great grandfather and great grandfather came to Canada. And back in the day, they had to flee their own countries for whatever reason, and Canada gave them land, offered them free land as long as they built on it and did agriculture, and that's what everybody did. They built a house, started farming, raised a family, and the rest is history. So, Julia served for the U.S. as part of what we now call the CIA during World War II, and she was the one that created the shark repellent. Wow, I didn't know that. Wowza. Dagmar says, I don't even know where I came from. Oh, really, Dagmar? You can do a DNA test, but I guess it's different because I'm in Europe. Okay. You can do a DNA test and it'll tell you proximity, yourself, and your ancestors. And even if there's cousins and stuff that have also done one. So you could have relatives out there, right? Rudy says, my ancestors from my mom's side were of the Southern Irish, English, and Scottish descent. One sec, guys. I tell you, the phone always rings when I'm on a live. It's weird. Weird, 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 weird. Hello? Hello? New? So yes, what was I saying? I didn't know that about her at all. That's interesting. I really liked her, and she had a sense of humor too. My ancestors from my mom's side were the Asian or Southern Irish, English, and Scottish. Yeah. Already says some of these cheap DNA tests are not accurate. No, they're not. I'll tell you a story. It's a true story. Hold on a sec. There was twins. They went and got their DNA test done. Did the exact same test. Twins, mind you, identical twins, and their readings both came back different. How is that possible when they both have the same father, right? So you got to wonder. You got to wonder why that happened. Identical twins, same mom and dad, and their both of theirs were off. They didn't even match. They should have matched, and I've heard that more than once. So yeah, you just got to be careful who you're going with. Do some research. Ask people how accurate it is, because people start their ancestry before they do that, right? And then you get proof. Hey, so and so, my grandma was from Ireland. And the DNA will tell that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to match it up. Do some research yourself. I did ancestry on both sides of my family. My father's German. He's pure German. They were in Germany, and then Denmark, came to Canada. My mother's side, my father was pure French, as French as they come, native Quebec. Um, and her mom was just English. She was from the town that we lived in. But you've got some bases there. And if you got grandparents still alive or parents, start asking questions now before they die, right? Find out about their family. So when you go to do your genealogy, you can piece some of that together. And, if your mom said, hey, my mom was born in 1907, because that's the year my grandma was born, you can go from there. Punch their name in 1907, roughly get an idea where. Was it Ireland? Was it, you know what I mean? Um, Spitfire says, my family tree on my dad's side traced back to Lord Strode of UK all the way back to William the Conqueror in 1010 AD. That's cool. That is awesome. I know there's some in the royal family, there's some names that are connected, same names as in my family. Um, Dagmar says, I don't know why, but don't really trust them online data tests. I'm afraid of my information being out there. Well, no, they don't put your information out there. They keep it private. What happens, Dagmar, is if anybody else that's related to you who's done a test as well, you're going to get cousins. It's going to tell you. You're going to find out about people you don't even know that relate to you. And you might want that information, hun, because it gives you an identity of you who you are, who your parents were or their parents, or especially if there's medical things that come up too, that's very important. Rudy says William the Conqueror was originally called William the because his father was a noble and his mother was a commoner. Yes. Dagmar says yes, we have family in Canada. That's because and great and married a Canadian soldier in World War I. Cool. Yeah, I've got ancestors and I'm sure cousins and stuff right in Germany. I've never done the test, but my grandmother's side was very wealthy. They were into the fiddle making, and my maiden name. One part of my maiden name, there's a town named after it, plus my whole name. So it was very popular, well-known name in Germany. And I mean, if you heard, I won't say it, but if you heard my maiden name, you'd go, "Oh yeah, she's German." And we all have the blonde hair and the blue eyes, but um, there was fiddle making in Germany, and very prompt family members into the music business. And I was raised in the music business. My parents were in the music business. My brother still is. So that didn't surprise me. I'm like, oh yeah, they all played the fiddle. Here we are, 1900s. My family was making fiddles in Germany, right? So I don't know a whole lot about my mom's dad. I just know he was married 3 times, which was common back then, and pure French. And I used to say to my mom, "Well, how did you communicate with your dad? Because we couldn't communicate with him, right? His English was, mm, but they managed somehow. They managed, right? But my mom and her siblings all went to an English school. So, but he was as French as they come, right from Quebec, native. Um, and his youngest son, which was my uncle, he was the last one to die. He was doing research and found out we had Métis and Ojibwe in our family. And I wasn't surprised for some reason because if you looked at my mom's brothers and my grandpa, they look native, right? And I was always intrigued by the native culture. Anytime I seen anything native, or I was in a shop where I was just intrigued, fascinated by the work that they put into these moccasins and the smarts they have about nature and living off the land. I was always intrigued by that. So when I found that out, I was like, wow, that's why. So, and back in the day, it wasn't suggested. You didn't jump from one tribe to another. Like Métis wouldn't go in an Ojibwe, they'd kill that person. And it was common back then. So you didn't mix cultures, right? You would love the southwest of Germany, Maja. It is so beautiful there. Oh God, probably I would love to. I would love to because there's a town there named after my name. So, yep. I'm not sure what part of Germany. I'd have to go back to my papers, my notes. I am a distant relative of Pat Boone and his daughter, Debbie Boone, who are related to Daniel Boone, and Daniel Boone's mother in law's maiden name is my last name. Cool. That is cool. Especially Bavaria is for me the most beautiful part of Germany. Awesome. What's the name of the town? Got it written down. I can't remember the name of the area off the hop. I've got it written down though. But my family did descend from Germany and then went to Denmark and then came to Canada when the American Revolution started. So, yeah. But guys, I think I'm going to end this. I've got two people in the chat. I've been live for 3 hours and 47 minutes and 12 seconds. So I'm going to end this. I've got to take my dogs out for a walk because it looks like it's going to rain again. So I'd like to get them out before that happens. So to the two in here and everybody that showed up, thank you so much for coming out and supporting Maj. I appreciate it. Good conversation today. We talked about a lot of different things. Rest in peace to the 5 people that have passed. Thank you to our U.S. and Canadian Coast Guards and everybody involved that tried to make this a happy ending. And, the results didn't come out like that. So much respect for all you guys and for the families out there that are grieving. And my thoughts and prayers are with all of you guys. It was a pleasure talking to you, Maja. Thank you, Rudy. And I love that you guys just get in on the conversation with me. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, Rudy. Oh, cool. Spitfire. So with that, guys, I'm going to say you guys have all a great night. You will probably see me somewhere tonight on the YouTube streets. And if you're there, I will say hello. Always nice to be here. Thank you, Dagmar. It's always wonderful to see you and all of you guys for your support that you give Maja. So with that, I'm going to say peace out. And you know what's next. Always be humble and kind. Bye-bye, guys. Till the next time.